All right, look, PrizePicks is America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest way to win cash while you're watching games. Here's how it works. You pick more or less on 2 or more players, and you lock it in. That's it. No spreadsheets, no nonsense. If player picks aren't your thing, you can also pick teams now. Winner, spread, total, all in the same app. Team picks are live in 30 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Florida. Most importantly, new users use code Speakeasy. $5 gets you $50 in lineups for free. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. I'm a large human being nicknamed Carebear, standing behind the bar, Kieran, Hickey, Simple, and I'm pleased to be joined here by my 2 OGs. One of them pays my checks, and he has had the same haircut since 2015. Emmanuel Acho in the building. How are we doing today?
Yo, beautiful people. Y'all could be doing anything, and you are hanging out with us. We will never take it for granted, not a day in our life. You might be watching incarcerated. You might be watching from a different country. You might be watching from any one of the states. But regardless you're watching, hey, if you're here because another show is on vacation, not sure why they would take a vacation. They don't do a show in studio. But if you're here because another show's on vacation, welcome. We welcome you with open arms. If it's your first time watching the Speakeasy, we want to laugh, we want to clown, we want to joke on each other, and we will not take life too seriously. With that being said, if we've done anything for y'all, it would mean everything to us if y'all hit the subscribe button. We are up 500 subscribers this week, of which Trey is getting no money from. But we are up 500 subscribers this week, so let's let the good times roll. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, push us further into the algorithm. 2 shows ago, 7,700 live viewers. Last show, 6,500 live viewers. Let's see what's popping tonight. Carebear, turn me up.
Also joining us here in the Speakeasy, the OG is back. A man that put up 315 on the bench press at 49 years old with ease. He did reps of it with you weak asses at home not lifting shit. Your favorite route runner, now teaching your favorite route runners how to run routes. TJ Hushman Zada back in the building. How are we doing today?
I'm doing great. You aging me though.
I'm sorry. He's almost there.
You
it was a little more impressive. It was 48. We not there yet.
And then real quick,
Talk to me.
I wasn't here.
What's up, G?
But I text y'all. Messi ain't what y'all thought.
That's crazy.
Hey, you got like 8 touches, bro.
Hey, because Spain was on his ass.
They didn't have touches.
They were.
Yeah.
And then coached my first tackle football game with my son on Saturday.
Y'all get the dub?
Of course.
Ass whooping.
Oh yeah, help.
Beat the shit out of him. Hands and feet, 38-2.
Okay.
Scored on a snap over the snap over the quarterback head whiz on the 1 yard line. We was about to go 99.
Damn.
Yeah.
And y'all
So good to be back. Good to be back.
Good to have you back, G.
It's gonna be a great show. Also joining us here today, a man currently involved in a ridiculous contract dispute. He decided not to wear the logo again today in his showcase of protest.
Damn
Southern Indiana's own Social Trey in the building. How are we doing today, Trey?
Listen, man, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really great. I got my mom in the building with me.
There we go.
And I have some breaking news in the Speakeasy.
Oh, wow.
Contract negotiations
have
started officially.
Oh, wow! Come on now.
They have officially started.
now.
A verbal offer has been sent.
Wow. Verbal. Okay.
I
only do DocuSigns, brother. I don't know about handshake agreements and verbals, but you know, good for you though, man.
Verbal offers have been made. They are currently under review by me and my team. My team being my mother and my wife.
Yeah. You showing the baby the contract and shit.
And we will be sure to send a counter offer no sooner than next week.
No sooner than next week. Okay, I like that. You know what I mean? That's good. Look, we have a
you
loaded.
can tell he ain't done a lot of contracts.
No,
Because you're supposed to say no later than.
Yeah, no later than. Yeah.
Well, I thought about saying no later than next week, but
no earlier than next week. It won't happen. It's not happening. No earlier than next Friday, bro.
This is why I keep my mom around for things like this. Okay.
Look,
she's my momager.
Your momager for sure.
She's my momager.
Sometimes you need those. You know. Look. We have a loaded show for you guys today. Let's go ahead and get to it. Big news in the sports world. Ryan Clark talked about his firing from ESPN. TMZ reported that he wasn't forced from air during a commercial break after the ESPN layoff. He said, I wasn't forced. I asked, should I be done now? And the answer was yes. Obviously, a crazy situation given the fact that, he was let go in the middle of him being on NFL Live today. 10 minutes left in the program. He was not on the remaining 10 minutes during that block. Your reaction to him coming out and saying, I got asked, should I be done now? And they said yes.
TJ, you haven't commented on this. Excited to hear your thoughts. I've talked to Ryan extensively, even as soon as 5 minutes or 10 minutes before the show. But you haven't commented on this at all. You played against Ryan. You know Ryan. You know this industry better than anybody. What the hell you make of it?
I thought it was, like many, very unprofessional. Me and RC have gotten really cool.
Yeah.
My daughters went to LSU. And as soon as they went to LSU, he reached out to me. If your kids need anything and you're not in town, call me. I got them. And so from that point forward, Ryan was like family to me because he was willing to treat my kids like they were his kids. Mm-hmm. And so, one, look what Ryan has done just in the media space. Because he wasn't what he is now many years ago. He had the foresight to say, I think if I get with Shannon Crowder and Fred Taylor, I can build this podcast into something. And the pivot is more than something now.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. And NFL Live, I don't know, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, had they won an Emmy?
Not prior to
Ryan Clark going on the show. And I'm not just going to give him all the credit for that. It's all the other analysts that were on the show, but prior to RC, they wasn't winning shit. Mm-hmm. RC get on there. Maybe it's just me that it was RC. He's just done a lot. They know it was unprofessional. When you know you are going to terminate someone, can we keep it to 2 or 3 people that know who's going to be terminated so that if it ever gets out, it's really?
Yeah.
ESPN, how many people knew that this man is on air? And you said it best. You play professional sports, you're going to get your ass cut.
Facts.
And you don't like it, but we deal with it. And not many people, I got cut. Mm-hmm. But I really didn't get cut. And so I don't know what it feels like.
What you mean?
Break
What you
that
mean?
down.
Break that down.
I knew that I was leaving Seattle.
Yep.
But I didn't give a fuck because they owed me $8 million guaranteed. So I'm like, do what you got to do. Y'all stupid to do this dumbass shit? Go ahead. I've got $8 million coming to me regardless.
Yeah.
But that's another story. It's so you understand the heartbreak of, damn, I'm out of a job. Even though I ain't tripping, I'm going to be okay. But it's a shot to anyone's ego when you get let go or fired. I just feel like it was unnecessary. Number one, they shouldn't even had him on air at all.
If you knew that was going to
happen.
happen.
At all. They knew what was going on. He shouldn't have been on air at all.
Yeah.
And then they going to show us clips on social media. Get the fuck out of here. And so, you're going to kick me on my way out.
Yeah.
But Ryan Clark will be fine. He will rebound because he's that good. He does a hell of a job. But like I said, Ryan, when he reached out to me, when he saw that my daughters were going to LSU and let me know, they need anything, don't hit. Hey, Ryan, my daughter want to get her hair done. Hey, Ryan, they want and and him and Yonka were letting me know where they can go do this at, do that at. Looked after me. And so it just goes to show, we played against each other, talked a lot of shit against each other. And then you're able to put that, because I didn't know RC prior.
Yeah.
I knew who Ryan Clark was, but I didn't know him. Mm-hmm. And like I said, we become really, really cool.
How you treat a human being on the way out shows them the type of human being that you are. Me and Chip Kelly had beef for one reason and really one reason only. He cut me 5 times. That's not why we had beef.
Damn.
5 times. It's not why we had beef.
5 times.
The last time Chip Kelly cut me, I love the Speakeasy. Y'all gonna get these stories. If you get nothing else in this show, you gonna get these stories. The last time I get cut with the Philadelphia Eagles, I'd already been cut 4 times. I'm a veteran at that point in time. Been in the league for 4 years. I know how the game goes. Chip calls me into his office. I had broken my thumb. They had released me. I get back. They signed me back on my birthday, a day before, rather, November 9th is 2015. Now, they needed to release me, TJ, because there was a practice squad wide receiver that the New England Patriots wanted to poach. How the game used to go, if a player is on practice squad and another team wants to sign that player to the active roster, you have to sign that player to the active roster immediately. Otherwise, that team will poach that player. There's a Vanderbilt wide receiver that the New England Patriots wanted to poach from the Philadelphia Eagles practice squad. So Chip Kelly looks at me. It is a day before Thanksgiving in 2015. We're about to play the Detroit Lions on the road. I'll never forget. Chip Kelly looks at me and says, "Hey, Acho," calls me into his office. We're sitting one-on-one across the desk. He says, "Hey, I'm going to let you go. But hey, I'm going to let you go on Wednesday to make sure you get paid. In the NFL, if you're on the roster at 4 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday, you get paid. Going to let you go on Wednesday to make sure you get paid." He said, "But hey, we got to release this dude because the Patriots are trying to poach him. We're going to sign you right back after we play the Lions. So go have a long Thanksgiving. We're going to sign you right back after the game." I've been cut 4 times. I know how the game goes, Speakeasy audience. So at this point, it's man-to-man. "So you're going to sign me back, coach?" "Yeah, Ach. Assuming everything goes as planned, nobody gets hurt, we're going to sign you back." So, like, no BS. Monday, you finna call me, sign me back. Of course, Ach, we got you. All right, bet. Say less. I come out to Orange County to do Thanksgiving. One of my homeboys plays for the Eagles, plays quarterback, is going to leave, come back to Orange County after the game. I'm watching the Eagles game just to see, like, make sure anybody get hurt, see anybody get hurt, make sure anybody get hurt. Nobody gets hurt. I never hear from Chip Kelly again. Never hear from the Eagles again. Never hear from Chip again. Finally, I see Chip on the desk of ESPN 3 years later. He's since been fired by the Eagles and been fired by the Niners. I now see Chip, and we're sharing a desk. And that was the first time I saw him 3 years later. And I was like, as an adult, as a man, just fire me like an adult. Fire me like a man. I don't care that you fired me. I've been fired 5 times. Howie had already done fired me 4 times before because Howie used to have to do the dirty work before Howie had gotten that GM position again. I don't care if you cut me, but treat me with the decency when you do. You were at the other network with us, Trey, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
We went to work, TJ, on that Monday.
That was crazy.
Knowing we're getting fired. My agent had told me the Wednesday prior to Monday, "Kieran, hey, you're getting fired, Acho." I know I'm getting fired. I said, "When are they firing us?" He said, "I don't know when they're firing y'all. I just know they're firing y'all." I'm like, "Okay, do I still got to go to work?" He's like, "Yes, go to work. Just play the game." True story. I go to work on that Monday as we're sitting in a post-production meeting. Next thing you know, text message, text message, text message, text message. What, are we all just getting fired? Yo, did we all just get fired?
So nobody told you it
Nobody
leaked
told us
already.
It leaked. And then we get a call. "Hey, Acho, can you stop by the office?" "What the hell I need to stop by the office for?"
I already know.
I already know.
Yeah.
You knew you was finna fire me. You let my agent tell me. You let social media tell me. You didn't have the respect, the decency to tell me.
It ain't even that. It's the courage.
That's why I
It's
said they're
the
cowards.
courage.
Yeah.
That is why I
It's
use the word
courage.
cowards.
Yeah.
I said all these people are cowards. You have to be willing to have the, wait for it, uncomfortable conversation. But you got to be willing to have the conversation, bruh. Like, and here's the worst thing. And Chip has since grown now, and I got Chip's number. We're cool. True story. Chip's rookie year in the league. Kieran, the last preseason game, you already know, you finna cut the roster down from 75 to 53. Last preseason game, you finna cut the roster down. Everybody knows that. But what we had was we had team-issued sweats. And we had team-issued sweats, and Chip in the last team meeting before the roster cuts, he's like, "Hey, fellas. Hey, I need everybody, turn in your sweats. We're just gonna wash them. The equipment team gonna wash them, get them right back to you. Turn in your sweats, great preseason." I know how the game goes. My 4th year in the league. Chip, you're not gonna wash them and turn them right back to them. You want people to turn in their sweats, so when you cut folk, you got their sweats. Yeah. Be an adult. We trade Nick Foles. I'm done with the story. This is my last one, but y'all watching Speakeasy, let me give y'all the stories. I never told some of these stories. We trade Nick Foles because it's now the 2014 draft. Nick Foles is balled out in 2013, but it's a 2014 draft. Who's the quarterback that's coming out in 2015, Kieran? You should know this.
The Mariota and James
Thank you,
Winston.
sir. Who coached Marcus Mariota in college, sir?
Chip Kelly.
Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
2014 draft. Why the hell we trade Nick Foles? Why the hell we got sent? What's going on here? We all knew Chip Kelly wanted to acquire Marcus Mariota. Somebody called Chip Kelly out during a meeting. He's standing in a team meeting. A player calls him out. "Hey, coach, what moves are we making?" Apparently, Fletcher Cox on the trade block. Michael Kendrick's on the trade block. "You know what moves you're making?" Chip said, "I'm the only chip in the building. None of these players are chips to make another move." You know, trying to be all tongue-in-cheek with it. We all knew you were trying to get Mariota. The Titans just weren't going to give him up. Have the courage, ESPN. Have the courage, whoever you are, to be an adult, bruh.
It's going to happen if you do something long enough, they coming for you.
Correct.
At some point, especially being an athlete, they're coming for you. If once you get past 10 years, you on borrowed time. If you're fortunate enough to make it to 10 years, everything after that, damn, is this gonna be my year? Who they draft in any sport, and so it's just a matter of time. Just handle it the right way. But ESPN will be fine because everybody thinks and believes that's a great job. I want that job, and they'll be able to get guys.
Yeah.
But when he's just different. He's different. And so, people, they'll shit on him now. Oh, I never liked RC and this. But when he was on there, they was loving him. And so I wish him nothing but the best. He gonna rebound. He'll be fine.
No, yeah.
Let me ask you. You mentioned
one second. You mentioned the essentially, it happening to everyone. Cam Newton had his show 4th and 1 and mentioned what had happened, what his side of the story was, and Will Compton tweeted a video about it. I'll let you guys take a listen.
Okay, the pivot ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate what happened to me. Some would think, but I'm good. 4th and 1 ain't going nowhere. Funky Friday ain't going nowhere.
Not at all.
When you think about what happened to man with Acho, Joy Taylor, different circumstances, different networks, different situations, but this is what you have to understand. When you look at the Speakeasy, all right, and when you look at other sports personalities having and taking control of their own narrative, it's imperative that walking into this industry, you would be a fool, asinine behavior if you don't take that opportunity to say, number one, I need to learn as much as I possibly can because I do not know when that time is going to call when I get tapped on my shoulder. Number two, also take this as a way to bring more attention, more eyeballs, and to also magnify your personal IP.
How do you feel about what Cam Newton had to say here on building your own personal platform outside of
I saw somebody
networks?
say today, like, Pat McAfee, he built a sandbox and ESPN decided they wanted to play in his sandbox. Other individuals, Stephen A. Smith, they're playing in ESPN sandbox. So long as you're playing in someone else's sandbox, you are subject to how they want to treat you. So what I love about the Speakeasy, like, we can't get fired. And in all honesty, unfortunately for us...
Yeah, hell yeah, let's go, man. Act the ass in this I'm about to oil up.
That's what you needed to hear. Huh?
Yeah,
You about the what?
don't worry about it, man. Anyway, what was the point you were making?
Oil up.
I think, unfortunately, the craziest thing is, like, what gets you fired at network gets you more views on social.
Yeah.
Shannon's highest
true.
watch episodes is after that's my Michelle. Oh yeah, that's my Michelle. Yeah, that's my Michelle. I just that was some of his highest watch content. Is after he got a sex tape leak. So it's just different industries.
What we doing?
Did we ever find who Michelle was?
Nah, I don't think we ever found Michelle.
No.
That's his Michelle, though.
That is his Michelle.
That's his Michelle. She wasn't for us to find.
Just
His Michelle.
Just hypothesize with you.
Yeah.
Imagine if the name had been Diana.
That's my Diana.
Oh my God.
Rossini, brother.
Y'all crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would have been insane.
That'd have been crazy.
It's a crazy word.
That'd have been really
you had a
crazy.
question?
That's my I was just gonna ask because the internet now, y'all are professionals. They put a lot of weight into the conversation that Ryan Clark had with Peter Schrager about
That's the dumbest
being
thing.
a non-player
Dumbest thing in the
as
world.
a potential.
Dumbest thing in the world. I
How
never
y'all feel about
commented
that?
on it. Dumbest thing in the world.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, I like Peter Schrager. Shame on Peter Schrager. It's the dumbest thing in the world. When I enter any conversation, and y'all see I do the show with Shady 3 times a week.
Yep.
I'd be like, hey, Shady, but you were the all-pro. So I will defer to you.
Yeah.
Because there's some things about being a superstar player, about being an all-player that though I played in the NFL, I don't know the pressures of being a superstar.
Right.
I don't know the pressures of being an all-pro. T, you played 12 years. I played in the league. I don't know the pressures of playing that long. And I played in the league.
Yeah.
I always defer to somebody who has a higher level of intelligence or a higher level of experience
yeah.
in that specific realm.
Yep.
At the point in which Peter Schrager gave an opinion, it was an opinion that Ryan was like, that's a non-player take.
Yeah.
Sometimes I got a take that's a player take.
Yeah.
Sometimes Kieran got a take that's a fan take. Sometimes my player take is so lost in the forest it can't even see the trees.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so that was the dumbest thing that so many non-players got offended. And I think a hit dog will holler. And I think the majority of players, people watching sports television are non-players. So they felt like Ryan was clowning them. It's not to say a non-athlete can give an opinion. And Kevin gives some of the best opinions. He ain't play sports, but at least at the highest level. My point is, though, it was so weak.
Yeah, it was weak.
Everybody involved. It was so weak that, like, you can't understand, hey, maybe that's a non-player take. The greatest non-player take of them all. This team is tanking. No player in the history of any sport of ever has gone out there collectively. No team has gone out there and tanked.
We're going to lose this game on purpose. Nobody.
It's the dumb as hell.
Yeah.
But a non-player could
Malik
give that
Beasley.
take. But that's what I said. No team.
No team,
But a non-player could give that take. So to me, that Peter Schrager thing, it was embarrassing. And
But
Ryan wasn't wrong at all.
It started to grow legs.
Yeah.
And when it started to grow legs, it was as if RC truly disrespected him.
Yeah.
And he just felt like Schrader made a comment that no player that
would
is
make.
That's all he said.
That's it.
But people,
Schrager got butt hurt. And so Schrager, that's out of bounds. Schrager got butt hurt. That's the problem.
instead of saying, you know what, you're right. So what do you think about what I just said then? That's what should have been a response.
Correct.
But when he responded that way, then it was okay now to attack RC.
The hubris and pride and ego you have to assume that you know what there is to know as a non-player. Baffling. Like, I don't cross that line often, but like there are certain moments, even if Kieran's saying something, I'm like, but it's because he didn't play. Like, I get it. It's because he didn't play. No shame in that game. It's because he didn't play. Kieran, there'll be times where we say something, and it's like, yeah, it's because y'all played, bro. Y'all don't understand as a fan.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, y'all, why is a fan crying? Yeah, it's because y'all played, bro.
Why did this dude hit somebody with his car and got off scot-free? Yeah, it's because you played.
It's because you played.
Facts.
Like, there's that irate. I know we got super chats, bro.
We do have some super chats. Yeah, definitely want to kick to those. Exterminator Richie is going to kick us off, and as always, he's going to preface with, God is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is good. Hallelujah.
Amen. The last segment was the best take I ever seen by all of you guys. I can say me, Oof, Central Cast, and Sugar Mama Shannon, I know for a fact, are rolling with you guys. What are you all's take on the 2026 Raiders finish?
Dead last.
Okay. That's crazy.
And they in their division or
dead last
in the league?
In their division.
Let's not be ridiculous.
I think 6-7 wins. We'll get to it later.
Yeah. That's a bet. Javante Crawford said, my guys, TJ, I have to ask, playing in the AFC North, who did your offense worry about more, Troy Polamalu or Ed Reed?
Ooh, that's a good
question.
Bro, both in different ways.
Okay.
Both in different. We used to have plays in the run game because Ed was deep.
Yep.
Like you just never. So we started putting in I right, strong right, what Z search, and that was for me. Wherever Troy was, if I got an insert in the A gap, we going double ice, so I'm the fullback. If I go in the B gap, wherever 43 was, I right Z search. They should have just said, goddamn, I right Polamalu. Wherever he was, I had to go blocking. Ed, you just had to be aware of him. Where was he at in center field? Like, I got a little, you probably can't see it too much anymore, but I got like a little slit in my chin. I run a shallow crossing route, an NCAA route. So you got to post over the top, you got to dig, and I'm running a shallow cross because I'm trying to bring underneath coverage down, throw the Chad on the dig.
On the deep ball,
The Ravens were in cover 3. Cover 3. I run a shallow crossing route. Ed Reed is so smart, he knows the quarterback is not throwing a deep post in cover 3. He sees cover 3. I catch the shallow. Soon as I turn, he smacks the fuck out of me. Damn. Split my whole chin open. Like my tongue was going through. Ooh. They just glued that thing up. I went right back in the game. But when you watch it on film, post wide open for a touchdown. But he knows. And so it's just different. Troy would do those things, but he was more of a I see this, I'm gonna go get it. Ed was like, I know what
I'm gonna beat you to the punch.
I know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, that's tough.
Man.
That's tough. That's some crazy NFL lore there for y'all. Good, great question. Josh Gilbert 98 said, "What would be your guys' ideal head coach to play for? A master motivator you can have a close relationship with, like Mike Tomlin or Pete Carroll, or an unapproachable, all business, smart schemer like Chip Kelly or Bill Belichick?"
I mean, I played for Chip. So, and I played for Coughlin.
Yeah, he just gave the wrong examples. He
We
gave the
put-
wrong example
hold on.
of
We
coaches,
put
bruh, for
Mike
real.
Tomlin, Pete Carroll, what do those guys have?
Super Bowls,
He put Bill Belichick. What does that guy have?
Super Bowls.
Vinny.
Yeah, he put Jim Kelly.
Yeah.
Well, I
Chip
get the
like Kyle
archetype.
Shanahan.
But
I get the archetype.
But the reason that's a good example, Chip was a maniac that wasn't a people person.
Chip Kelly
Shanahan
is
a people person.
Chip Kelly is the Kwame Brown of Bill Belichick's.
I wouldn't put Tomlin though. I wouldn't put Tomlin and Pete Carroll in the same boat. I wouldn't. How many guys? Like, there's been some that leave Mike Tomlin and talk bad about him. Damn near every good.
I wouldn't put you
damn near
right. I
every
wouldn't
great
Tomlin
player that has played for Pete
But
Carroll.
people don't really talk bad about Pete.
Yeah, they do.
The Earl?
3.
Earl.
But Earl wasn't mad at
Sherman.
Pete. Earl wasn't mad at Pete. Earl was mad at management.
Pete is management.
That's
Pete,
true.
that's
Pete
fair.
people
That's fair.
forget. Pete hired the GM.
Snyder.
He hired Snyder.
Yeah.
He brought Snyder in. Pete was running the show.
Yeah.
Snyder got the credit for it. That was
Yeah.
Pete.
Yeah, you're right. And Pete was drafting.
That was Pete Carroll.
You're right.
He ran the show. He hired Snyder. I was there.
Ooh.
I was there.
Oh, shit, he was there.
Damn.
Dang, he's old.
A couple more. We got to keep it moving. Julius Tribal Warrior said, "Before the tomatoes are thrown, hashtag pay Trey until it's backward." That's what I'm talking about. Most relatable, least debatable. Send me my money, man. Damn. The Commanders and the Chiefs, the black and white, no gray areas, social. Trey, I appreciate that, Julius. I send you that dub back when I
No
ink my
gray area.
bill.
Trey is hilarious.
You damn right. You
He said
damn
it's
right.
one way or the other.
It's one way or the. It's listen. Come on now. Swaggy D Dot said Argentina are sore losers and some 5'5" punks. F them. Messi is not the GOAT because USA athletes don't play soccer. Also, Acho. Tell Brad to have his cerveza again.
Oh my god.
He stopped drinking it.
Oh my god.
This is the longest running joke we
MJ,
have no idea
we have
about.
no idea about.
No
I don't
clue
like
what
that
it is.
ever.
MJ and Bron aren't the GOAT thing because Africans don't play basketball.
They do play basketball.
Not enough of them.
It's
It's the same way we play soccer,
Yeah.
but not enough of them.
Not enough.
Not enough of them.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's keep it moving.
We got to keep the show pushing. It's time we talk about my glorious king, LeBron Raymond James Sr., all 6'9", 250 pounds of that Akron hammer, is irritated right now.
Bruh.
Come on, bro.
He's
You can't keep
reportedly
letting him get away
irritated
with this,
with
bro.
Adam Silver for pushing him
on,
to
bro.
a decision. James's camp was ready to make an announcement last
bruh.
week, but decided to hold off. Also, LeBron is reportedly slow playing his decision to see if any of his potential suitors can trade for Anthony Davis or Kyrie Irving, two of his best teammates, over the course of his illustrious, glorious, wonderful, delicious career. Do you guys believe, though, that LeBron James, with this decision, could be ruining his legacy?
Yes, because LeBron is starting to look desperate. When was the last time a player of this magnitude, of this magnitude, of this aura, of this greatness was so desperate and needy for other players, at least publicly? It's one thing if you're moving behind the scenes. Hey, I want to make sure I get Kevin Love here. I want to make sure I'm with Kyrie Irving there. I want Chris Bosh here. It's another thing if you have the entire sports world waiting because I need to play with my Kyrie. I need to play with my Anthony Davis.
Kyrie is
like
crazy.
it's another thing when like it just looks desperate. I'm not saying LeBron James is desperate. I'm just saying like Bron, you're so great. The need to play with these other individuals, it just looks desperate. You think about the champions, the New York Knicks. It's not as though like Jalen Brunson was like, man, I really need Shea Gilgeous-Alexander the year before. Man, I really need the Boston Celtics the year before. Man, the Golden State Warriors the year before. Man, but LeBron James, you got the whole world waiting because you're so desperate to play with AD as though you can't win a championship without him. It just looks, he's too great to look this desperate in my mind.
I don't look at it as him being desperate. He's always done this. What's desperate about it? When he went to Miami, he made sure that Chris Bosh was on board before he did the decision. When he went back to Cleveland, he brought dudes with him. And so he's always wanted to play with guys that he feels like understands the game of basketball, one, but two, can help him win. He wants to go to Miami because that little press release they put out, they jumped the gun on that. So he wants to go to Miami because he knows what Miami has right now is not enough to win.
Correct.
It's not enough to win. And so now, can you guys show me that you're serious?
Okay, let me interject. It's not enough to win easily. It's not enough to win going away. But what he has in Miami is enough to compete. And if you're a competitor, he has enough in Miami to be within striking distance of getting a dub. Thus, he could get the dub.
You think so?
Think about it, T, bro.
They have no shooting.
Let's be for real, bro. If you look at Josh Hart, OG Anunoby going into the season, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson going into the season, Mitchell Robinson, the laughingstock that Karl Anthony Towns has historically been, again, going into the season, you're not saying they're winning a championship. You're saying they can compete.
You're right.
But you're not saying they can win a chip.
You're right.
So, to me, if you look at the San Antonio Spurs, Castle, Vassell, Champagny, Wemby, as great as he was, but going into the season, you're not saying the Spurs is going to the finals. You're saying the Spurs can compete, but you're not saying they can go to the finals. This Heat team can compete. If you got that dog in you, which LeBron has, go compete. Kyrie and AD make it a cakewalk in his mind.
When you look at Anunoby, he's averaged 18, 20 points before he became a New York Knick.
Yep.
You look at Mikal Bridges, he got traded for what, 5 first-round picks? Thought very highly of him.
Mm-hmm.
You look at Cat, he got traded for Julius Randle and some picks.
He's a talented player.
The first pick of the draft. When you look at the Miami Heat and you say who can really go, LeBron can go. He's older. So we just going to say Giannis and sometimes Bam.
Don't say sometimes.
Sometimes Bam has not been a scorer. You got to score. Outside of that, Giannis and Bam. And so Giannis all the time.
Yep.
Bam sometimes. LeBron at his age sometimes.
Here's my thing,
because Bam is going to give you 18 to 22.
But he's going to give you 18, 10, and 6. What else do you need? He's the third best player.
No.
He's the third best.
And this is what I'm saying. You need more than that if you're going to win a championship.
Here is why I think I disagree. Because number one, let's go to the Lakers. Bam is better than Austin Reeves, and Luka Doncic and Giannis are a push, and I would suggest that Giannis as a team player is better, and Giannis has won a championship. So LeBron is instantly going to a situation where your 2 next best players are greater than your 2 last best players.
Yeah,
off rip.
But that ain't enough to win. The Lakers got smoked. We got smoked in the playoffs. Swept. They weren't good enough to win. And Miami isn't either. Because you're not better than Boston. You're not better than Philadelphia. You're not better than the Knicks. You're not.
You're sure as hell better than Boston.
No, you're not.
Derek White is on a severe decline. Paul George is only good for 2 good quarters after steroids. So, you're definitely not better than Boston.
They're not better than Boston. Boston can shoot the basketball. They're not better than Boston.
That Boston roster.
You're a much more consistent team than Boston. I don't even want to get hung up in Boston. At the end of the day, the teams you're just as good as every team in the East.
But this is
roster wise, you're just as good.
If I'm LeBron,
if LeBron is there,
if it's Kyrie or AD in Miami, it has to be Kyrie. It has to be Kyrie.
Yeah.
It cannot be AD. That's even less shooting. It has to be Kyrie Irving. And so now he brings creativity, shooting ball. He brings everything to the table. It has to be Kyrie, but I have no problem with him waiting this long because we see he's chasing the title. If he was really just wanted to chase it, he can just go to Philly and we'll give him a great chance.
Let me ask y'all this though. Miami to me doesn't even need a Kyrie. Miami to me needs a 2 years ago Lou Dort. They need a shooter. They need a defender. They need somebody gritty. You don't need Bam likes to have the ball in his hands. Giannis likes to have the ball in his hands. LeBron likes to have the ball in his hands. Kyrie likes to have the ball in his hands. I don't think you need another ball capable or ball dominant
player. Going to have it the least.
You need somebody that can play defense in the backcourt, and then you also need somebody that can shoot the trade.
They had that coming off the bench. You got Davion and you got Wiggins.
Wiggins got to start.
So you're good. So now you got Davion coming in. So now if it's a start lineup of LeBron, Giannis, Bam, Wiggins, and Kyrie, you got 1.5 liabilities. LeBron can play defense if he wants. If he's gonna play 25 minutes, he can play defense. So that's about the norm on every basketball team for the most part, unless you're San Antonio, Oklahoma City.
I just think
speaking of norm, y'all are forgetting about Norman Powell, who is a walking.
He's not there.
He's still there.
He's with the Bulls.
When?
Yeah.
When did
Yeah, he left. He's gone.
Yeah.
Norman Powell's gone.
Norman
Yeah.
Norman Powell's not there anymore. No.
Come on. Yeah.
That's why it's a tough situation. No,
Free
Norman
agency.
Powell's gone. Yeah, free agency.
Oh, I missed that. That's on me then. That's on me.
No,
Yeah.
that's the
gone.
thing though. I think it's LeBron trying to play GM right now again before getting to a team.
Yeah, he
and
is.
it's. I struggle with. Are you trying to compete for championships, or are you just trying to lead the league having fun? And I think even hearing quotes about what Rich Paul's saying, he's gonna prioritize his happiness above everything else. That might just be playing with guys that he knows he gets along with, guys that he knows he can be comfortable going out there and playing with. I don't really believe that as much as I believe he wants to compete for championships, but he knows that Miami Heat roster with him, Bam, and Giannis looks great on paper, but it's not a cohesive unit. Yeah. It's not. They need better shooters. They need. I like the Lou Dort comparison. You need a guy that can hit 40% of his threes and also play some defense. I don't think you're going to get that Lou Dort maybe again.
He's gone.
I think it's a tough situation now with him moving forward because what are you going to obviously. Kyrie is the guy out of those two names, out of him and Anthony Davis, that I think could actually make a team a contender at this time, right? Hopefully, come back off that injury. But based off of what we've seen most recently, he was taking the team to the finals, helping take team to the finals. Kyrie now in that situation, and in the situation that he's in Dallas, would take entirely too much to give up to get. It's Dallas's only tradable asset right now. If you really think about it, other than maybe Derek Lively or who wants an old-ass Klay Thompson, there's nothing there. You're going to have to give up significant draft capital and leverage your entire future for maybe 1 or 2 championships, which is what I think LeBron James is telling teams, I can win a championship again in the next 2 years.
Do you consider moving off of Bam again? Because they're the Mavericks with young Coop. There's a world you could utilize him. And Khalil Ware, he's shown some flashes. I'll tell you that much. He's shown some flashes. Like, you already have Giannis, then you move Ware into the starting lineup with LeBron, with Kai, with Wiggins.
So you talking about Bam for Kyrie head up?
And you probably got to give.
Yeah, they got to give.
Who got to give up
Actually,
something?
you know what?
Miami.
Hell no.
We just had Anthony Davis and traded him away
Kyrie
for absolutely
is coming
nothing.
off of it. Bam
Bam is doing this.
Yeah, I'm not giving you shit.
You think Bam
but
is better than Anthony Davis, who we just had and gave up for Chris Middleton and 2 late first?
At this stage in their career, I would take Bam over
Bam
AD.
has been one thing that you need.
He's going to show up.
Available.
Yeah.
He
He's not
don't
the
miss
player
games.
that Anthony Davis is, though.
No, but nobody really is.
But that's my thing, though. It's sorry, the Mavericks don't have the luxury of just giving up somebody to get Bam Adebayo. Kyrie Irving is far more valuable than Bam Adebayo right now.
The Mavericks don't need a Bam when you have Lively
need Kyrie.
and Gafford.
Yeah.
You don't need. They don't even need Kyrie because Kyrie wants the ball and he needs the ball. So does Cooper Flag.
Oh, yeah. After what we've seen from Flag at the end of last season.
Not as much, though. I think it's going to be a situation where Kyrie being ball dominant is better for the team, though. Flag's still 19 years old. He's still going to be 19 years old next year. He has capability of doing that.
Stunt his development.
They tried to have him play point guard and whatnot, but we showed that wasn't really the track that they want to put him on currently. Yeah. I think it's a situation where you do need Kyrie. You need a dude to take that ball away from him. You saw Ryan Nembhard last year get quality minutes in multiple situations for the Mavericks because they didn't have that primary ball handler. It's just going to be a tough situation with Miami or any team trading for Kyrie.
Because that's where he wants to go. And it's like, can y'all
For the
show me?
sake of time, we got to get to the chat. We got about 4,500 people watching this show right now. We appreciate all of y'all. Let's turn the show up. Share the live link. Show is just getting started. Got to talk about Jalen Hurts' atrocious ranking in the NFL Top 100. But before we get there, hit that subscribe button if you've yet to hit it right now. We've gained 500 subscribers in the last 2 days. This show is popping, and we're glad to have y'all a part of it. Hit the like button after that. Hit that like button. It pushes us further into the algorithm. We don't ask much for y'all, but to show love to us. Trey, let's get some super chats. We got 5,000 in the chat.
Come on now.
Can we get a round of applause, please?
Come on now.
Can we get a round of applause for the 5K?
5,000 in the chat. So let me get some super chats. I got one more from the day today, and then we're gonna cap off with some ones from yesterday. Zay FKD215 said, "Hey T, who do you think has a higher football IQ, Ray Lewis or Luke Kuechly? This is a debate. People on social media were claiming that Ray's pre-snap IQ is low. That is insane."
That's hilarious.
What's wrong with people? Like when you start just I don't think people understand. Ray Lewis is not big. He's not a big dude.
He's not that big, yeah.
He's not a big dude. Like for Ray,
put it in context though.
Ray is
like the average American. Like
Ray's probably 6'1", maybe 230. Mm-hmm. Like he's not a huge linebacker, but Luke Kuechly's not heavy, but he's tall.
Yeah.
And so both of those guys, because I played with Ray. When you are that successful, you have to be smart.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they understand how smart dudes are that are really good players. They're fucking really smart. They smarter than coaches. Like Ray and Ed Reed, it blew my mind, bro, when I went to the Ravens. Cause you hear how Ray acts, and this dude is just walking. Him and Ed, we eating lunch. Yeah. Walking around with an iPad. They in the cold tub, walking around with an iPad. We in the locker room, sitting in the locker room with an iPad. Every fucking time you saw them two, they both had iPads.
Yeah.
Just watching film. You have to be a smart player to play at the level they played at. And the majority of guys are smart. They just went above and beyond.
Yeah.
And so, that's too hard to... Both of those dudes got to be smart as hell to have the success that they had.
So hold on. Because for the sake of time, I don't know if there is a linebacker in the history of football smarter than Luke Kuechly. Let me, as I'm talking, run this so I can see it before we show it.
Yeah.
I got to make sure it's the right one. Because I'm about to show y'all something, and I just want to speak to Luke Kuechly's brilliance. All right, running from the top, take it full. Rome, take this. So pause it, Kieran. Let me break down what's going on. Basic cover two, right? Cover two, the two safeties at the top of the screen with their feet by the 30-yard lines. They have a half of the field. As deep as the deepest and as wide as the widest. Luke Kuechly, he's sitting at about the 22-yard line in the middle linebacker. He is the middle run-through player. The only reason he gets this interception for a touchdown is because of his smarts. TJ, you got to tell me what y'all called a route. But the number 3 wide receiver, I believe, is Jason Witten.
You got to clear it out.
He's running a clear-out route.
Yes.
So his job is exclusively, now Kieran, let it run. His job, Jason Witten, is to take Luke Kuechly with him down the field. Luke Kuechly is going to start running with Jason Witten. Kieran, pause it. Luke Kuechly is responsible for running with the man, Jason Witten, at the 29-yard line. That is his responsibility. To void that responsibility is to bust the coverage. He is not doing his job if he does not guard Jason Witten, because his job is to run with Jason Witten. Unless you know the route combination before the play. If you know Jason Witten's just going to clear you out, you abort your responsibility, which you cannot and should not do on paper, but you know the route combination. Kieran, let it play. Abort your responsibility, and you run right underneath it, and you don't just pick it. You take it back to the crib on Thanksgiving in Dallas. That is brilliance. A linebacker like me is doing my job.
Yeah, you're committing.
My job is I have Jason Witten. Keep it running.
But he knows.
Wrong. Keep it running. I got Jason Witten. I'm running with Jason Witten.
Yeah.
But Luke Kuechly is like, I know what's happening.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get to the spot before they throw.
He know when Luke Kuechly starts to drop, he takes a peek at that outside receiver. Once that outside receiver releases inside, he knows what's coming because he sees Witten, okay, he's going down the seam. Once that outside receiver releases inside, because Kuechly knows his cover too. If the outside receiver releases outside, he knows, okay, I got to run with this guy. It's when the outside receiver releases inside, he knows the dagger concept is coming.
Let me give you one better. It's not Tuesday, but we going to teach them. Let me give you one better. In the speakeasy, you don't know what you're going to get. Back to the top, just the alignment, Kieran. Rome, take it. What is interesting about this is...
Who's on the ball?
My dog, TJ. That's why I like doing the show with my dog.
Who's on the ball?
Yeah.
You know if Jason Witten's on the ball...
He got to clear out.
He's got to clear out.
Yes.
You wouldn't have him off the ball to run a vertical route. So Luke Kuechly, before the snap, is like, okay, Jason Witten is on the line of scrimmage. So he's running vertical. So you go through checks as a linebacker. Okay, my first check is he's on the ball, probably clear out. My second check, let me get my eyes to number 1. Number 1's inside releasing. Inside releasing is likely in breaking route. Jason Witten, clear out, inside breaking route. This dagger is supposed to be cover 2 unless I abandon my responsibility. Interception for a touchdown.
Yeah.
But football is this.
Yeah.
You just see plays being made Nah, football is this. Other super chat, we ain't got too much time.
Yeah,
bro.
no, that was dope. Listen, man, you don't get that type of analysis anywhere but the Speakeasy.
Talk
Fight
about
185 said, I got 3 for you. Start, bench, cut, hot showers, air conditioning, or Wi-Fi.
Oh, my God.
I'm not gonna
Hot
lie.
showers getting
I'm
cut,
starting
man.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Hot showers getting
showers
cut.
are getting
I'll
cut.
take a
Starting
cold one.
Wi-Fi.
Shit.
I forgot you African. You could do without AC.
No.
Hey, I need AC.
That's why it's hot
and
as
I
hell
need
in the
that
studio
Wi-Fi.
right now.
I'm with you. I need AC and Wi-Fi. I'll take cold
So
showers.
you're
I don't
big.
care.
So you
Hell
definitely
yeah,
starting
cold
AC.
shower getting cut.
You starting AC.
You starting
for
AC.
sure.
And you probably get extra hot in the hot shower, so you probably could cut
I'm hot
hot
right
showers.
now.
Yeah, I
I got
know.
a fan on me.
Yeah.
What you starting though?
Starting AC.
I'm starting Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you
Wi-Fi
gotta
is
start
everything for me.
Wi-Fi
Yeah.
is life.
Wi-Fi is literally everything for me. I'm upset at my crib's Wi-Fi right now because I have a gig, but I don't have a gig upload speed, so it takes too long to be able to get.
I would
stuff up.
rather use slow Wi-Fi comfortably than be hot as hell with fast-ass Wi-Fi. Because I'm just still going to be pissed off.
Hell
using-
no! Give me the Wi-Fi.
That's
Give
crazy.
me the Wi-Fi first. I'll stink a little bit.
He goes on to say video games, music, or YouTube and social media. That's easy for y'all. Y'all don't really play video games.
Yeah.
Oh, I
so,
do.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
what?
I do. I'll be.
Video.
Well,
Video,
T-
you
oh,
said
yeah,
video
T-
I
games,
just play
music?
Madden. That's it. Madden. My son trying to get me into college football and all these little fighting games. I ain't got time for that.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
Last one, weekends, vacations, or holidays.
Weekends.
I'm starting vacations. And I've never been on one, but I
Really?
Want, yeah.
Weekends,
But I've never been on a real vacation.
That's
like,
not
you know.
true.
Not this.
You went to Milan.
You went to
I
Milan.
worked.
That's
After.
Yeah.
No, I went. I worked. Afterwards,
Cutting
I had to go back home.
holidays, bro.
did you?
Yeah.
You've
I
been
feel
to
like-
Milan.
I'm
I went
starting
to Milan
holidays.
in Paris, but I had to work
It
every day.
depends on the holiday.
You still
it
enjoy
really
it.
That's not a
depends on the
vacation,
holiday.
though. Vacation is
Thanksgiving and
not working.
Christmas for me is what makes you start.
Them the only two.
Yeah.
All the other holidays you just made up so you spend money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just made up to spend money. Like Valentine's Day. Like, who the hell just come up with Valentine's Day?
Yeah, we are a firm
Like,
do
what?
not celebrate Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Household.
Oh.
At the White House, we do not
Wait,
celebrate.
y'all don't celebrate Valentine's Day?
No. No, I made that
I'm not gonna
abundantly
lie.
clear.
You gotta pay this man, bro. He
my
gotta
wife.
get this girl something for Valentine's Day. Nothing?
She get just because gifts.
That's great.
She get just
No,
because.
that's
I mean,
what I
everybody-
said.
you're gonna
Hey,
just
when
get
you
just
getting
because
something
gifts
throughout the
regardless.
year,
Come on.
Yeah.
what
what's
makes
the day?
February
Why we gotta
14th
do-
more important than any?
That ain't
That's
no
what
special
I be
day.
saying.
Yeah, no, we there with that, TJ.
That's what I be saying.
Last one is going to be a $50 super chat from yesterday. Demetrio Mercado said, huge fan, but it's my first time listening live. I stay in Dallas. It's 12:17 a.m. over here, so I never listen live because it's late. Can y'all start 1 hour earlier? By the way, only reason I watched a few games of WNBA was because of Caitlin Clark. She is the face.
Yeah! Yeah, she is a face. Sorry, I just had to go ahead and back that
Yeah,
one up.
we know.
No, we won't be starting the show earlier.
We can't. Sorry.
Get some sleep.
We come on after. We come on after the game.
The time slot is set for a reason.
Yeah.
When football season starts, you will understand.
You'll understand.
Why. You'll
It makes
I
more
understand.
sense.
promise you will.
So look,
That's all
we
I
got to
got.
keep the show pushing. It's time we talk about where Jalen Hurts landed on the NFL Top 100 list. He was 56. C.J. Gardner-Johnson went out and said he should be number one. In my opinion, a lot of people saying that this is disrespecting. By a lot of people, I mean Eagles fans that always get butthurt whenever he's ranked anywhere outside of the top 5. Do you guys, though, believe Jalen Hurts is ranked too low?
No. He's not ranked too low because at the end of the day, at minimum, can we keep the top 100? Like, what do you do? What do you do? Like you, the player, individually, what do you do? As a winner, Jalen Hurts is a top 3 winner in football. If you're ranking quarterbacks based on winning, of which I love doing that, Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback. But if you're just talking talent, Lamar Jackson's rated 69. So at the end of the day, because Lamar Jackson is poorly ranked, I don't care where Bo Nix is, Jalen Hurts at 56 is not ranked too low. Because what are you doing? If you're just drafting the best 100 players in the NFL, Jalen Hurts ain't getting drafted in the best 100. Now, if you're adjusting for the inflation of the quarterback position, sure, maybe. But T, if you're just drafting the 100 best football players, Jalen Hurts is not near the top of that list. Quarterbacks are worth more, thus he is, but I just think you got to be respectful to all the talent in the league.
It's tough considering what he's done, but this list is based on what you did
Yeah.
the previous season. In the 2025 season, he didn't play well. And so it's just tough because you outplay Mahomes in the Super Bowl. You win MVP of the Super Bowl because your team won a Super Bowl, and they forget about that because the rent is due every Sunday.
Yeah.
The rent due every Sunday. You have a good game. Well, the rent due next Sunday. We don't give a fuck what you just did. We don't care that you just paid rent last Sunday. It's what have you done for me lately? And so for Jalen Hurts, you can't. What was it? One completion?
Yeah, he had 0 completions twice in the second half of football games.
You could never, ever do that in today's game and feel like you're underranked. As a leader, he should be ranked higher.
Yeah.
But we're not talking Jalen Hurts, the leader. We're talking Jalen Hurts, the quarterback. And if I need a throw on 3rd and 7, and I'm not even talking the Joe Burrows, the Josh Allens, the Pat Mahomes, the Staffords, and Lamars. If I get to 10, 11 guys, quarterbacks, am I now going to go to Jalen Hurts for 12, 13, 14? As quarterback to make a throw when it's needed on 4th and 7 with the game on the line. After the Super Bowl, you would say, yeah. After this past season, we would say absolutely no. Because you got one of the best receivers in the league. Possibly was on his way to the Hall of Fame. See if we and AJ Brown that would have walked from Philly to New England. He was so frustrated about what was going on. And I'm not going to put all that on Jalen Hurts, but some of it is on him. Some of that is on the coordinator, but some of that has to fall on Jalen Hurts because you are the quarterback, and I can get my guy the ball regardless of whatever play call it is. And so if Lamar is ranked number 69, nobody should complain.
I completely agree that nobody should be complaining, and I would actually venture to say I understand that the quarterback position gives you that boost. It's the most important position in all sports. But without that filter on the list and on the voting, I would actually say Jalen Hurts being a top 100 player, period, is disrespectful. Do you guys think that Jalen Hurts, I'm sorry, there's 32 teams in the NFL. Do you guys think that Jalen Hurts is a top 3 player on his team?
No, of course not.
Then he falls outside of the top 100. Do you think he would be a top 3 player on most of the teams? And on some teams in this league, I don't think he would be a top 5 player.
No.
Like I think it's pretty disrespectful.
He'd be a top 3 player on the Raiders.
Cardinals.
On the Raiders?
The Cardinals.
On the Cardinals?
Yeah.
The 2 worst teams in the entire league? Who else?
Dolphins.
Sure, you can say the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outside of those
Cleveland
teams?
Browns.
Now.
Yeah, now.
Is he better than Denzel Ward?
Denzel Ward is the first one that came to mind.
You know, crazy Carson Schwarzenegger is going to be by.
But
the
he hasn't.
He's not there yet. You can maybe say that. You can maybe say the Browns.
Not yet.
But I think it's crazy to say
a handful of teams.
Whatever, how much talent there is on the defensive line, offensive line that always gets forgotten about. At the defensive back position, we talked about the top players at that position and went through 10 different guys who we could say are in the elite category. And to me, it's. I don't understand the bickering or the complaining about him being at 56, especially like you said, when Lamar Jackson is at 69. I understand he had the injuries, and if you just want to go based off of what happened last season, sure. But I also think since Jalen Hurts has come into himself as a starting quarterback, this was probably the worst season that he's had. Your starting wide receiver, your number 1 wide receiver had to leave because he was so frustrated that he wasn't getting the ball, and you had 2 games where you didn't complete a pass in the second half. And you got eliminated by a team starting a backup defense in the divisional round of the playoffs at home. That's not a good season for Jalen Hurts based off of Jalen Hurts' standards. So I think it's crazy that there's any complaints about him being 56th. I actually think it's a blessing that he is 56 in the first place because he's not a top 100 football player in the NFL, in my opinion.
The reason I can't disagree with that take, I was you were talking, I was thinking, Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell, Lane Johnson, Saquon Barkley, AJ Brown, Zach Bond, Smitty Push last season. Eagles players that I believe are abundantly clear, better at what they do. Jordan
Davis had a great year last year.
But I think players that are better at what they do than Jalen Hurts is what he does at their position. Now, the quarterback position is way more valuable than a linebacker position. Sorry, Zach Bond. But like Zach Bond is better at what he does per the field than Jalen Hurts is at what he does. So is Cooper DeJean. So is Quinyon Mitchell. So is Saquon Barkley. So is Lane Johnson. So is AJ Brown. So
is Jalen Carter.
When you say that, I'm like, you know what?
Mailata.
So is Jordan Mailata.
Like I see why he shouldn't be upset about being ranked at 56. But quarterbacks matter.
But let me ask y'all this.
Yep.
with Jalen Hurts' deficiencies or not necessarily living up to as good of a position as are you taking Jalen Hurts before you take those other players? Because the quarterback position is so impactful.
But what do you have?
Honestly, regardless,
on your team?
Regardless,
and
yes.
that is where I feel like the argument maybe falls a little bit flat. Because yes, you can say Cooper DeJean is better. Yes, you can say Quinyon Mitchell. Yes, you can say Saquon Barkley. But at the end of the day, if you need to draft any of those players to be impactful at their position or to have the biggest impact on your team,
I'm telling you
right now. But Trey, if you can get a quarterback that is similar or slightly worse, you'll be fine.
But the problem is, if you get a quarterback that's substantially worse, you're done. I could get a bad running back. Right. I'll be all right. I could get a bad cornerback. Eagles had one last year. You're going to be all right. I could get a bad linebacker. Some of the best teams in football had them. You'll be all right. You get a bad quarterback, your season is over.
This is National Football League. Over. Let's be honest. There's not many just bad quarterbacks.
No. This is the easier way to put it.
There's not many.
If all of the players in the NFL right now were removed from their teams and every single team had to draft all of the players, they had to redraft everybody, do you think Jalen Hurts will be selected in the first 3 rounds?
It'd be close.
Nah.
With the information you have? If I know he's capable of playing at the level he's played at.
Where he's ranked right now, he'd be drafted in the late second.
And
that's just to me. That's the way I think about this list. It's just like if I had to redraft of all the players.
How many quarterbacks are just offhand, real quick? How many quarterbacks you gonna take in front of him right now?
8, 9.
No, you're not.
Yeah, 8 or 9.
How many running backs you gonna take in front of him?
6.
Receivers?
10 or 11.
O linemen?
More.
Probably 20.
D linemen?
Probably 14.
Secondary?
Probably 12.
He's out. That's damn near the top 100 right there.
He's out.
That's right.
He's out.
Shit.
That's just the way I think about it.
And really that was generous with the quarterback, 8 or 9, because if Jalen Hurts is a good player, because we're not talking about he's on a great team, and so he's on a great team, he should be winning. Yeah, because you're on a great team, you have to do more when you have those type of players with you. Mm-hmm. That comes with the territory. Because we always play if so-and-so was the quarterback, what would he do with that team?
Yeah. But here's the thing. You have to do more, but he's done more. The reason I say 8 to 9 is how many quarterbacks am I beyond the shadow of a doubt sure, viewers at home, could go to the playoffs every year as a starter with the Eagles? Beyond the shadow of a doubt, because what that also means, Kieran, you have to be healthy. So how many quarterbacks am I beyond the shadow of a doubt sure that for 5 seasons, 5 straight seasons, you could be healthy? Lamar Jackson. 5 straight seasons, Jaden Daniels. 5 straight seasons, Justin Herbert. 5 straight, I got it, Joe Burrow. Beyond the shadow of a doubt, I have to know, if I'm drafting you out of Jalen, that you will be healthy. I can't say that.
Let me throw something in there, though. Since, say, 2018, since Jalen got in the league, who would you say the 2 most talented teams in the entire NFC have been?
Teams? Oh, Niners and Eagles.
Niners and Eagles,
Not even
right?
close.
Who led the Niners to a Super Bowl?
Brock Purdy.
Who else led the Niners to the Super Bowl?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
You think Jimmy Garoppolo is leading any other team to the Super Bowl without that roster? But I could depend on Jimmy Garoppolo to get my team to the Super Bowl, win the NFC with that super talented roster. But it's asinine for me to say that Jalen Hurts doing it also with a very talented roster, a similarly talented roster, is crazy.
If Jalen only went to a Super Bowl once and only had success once, with you, G, 1,000%.
Yeah.
But
I think he's better than Jimmy Garoppolo.
But to be fair,
you got to be there.
The Eagles roster is way better than the Niners roster with Garoppolo. Way better.
I agree.
You're going to say
better.
Saquon Barkley versus
Niners
Raheem
with
Mostert.
Garoppolo. 19 roster? Oh, yeah, 19 roster.
Way better. The Eagles roster is
19
way
roster.
better.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that. Any super chats before we move
We
to the
do
next
have
topic?
a few super chats.
Hey, we got 5.7 thousand people in the building.
We do.
Come on
We
now.
got 5,700 in the building.
We do.
On a Wednesday night.
That's fire.
I mean,
That's you can't ask for more.
Glitching, huh?
He started lagging. I don't know.
I had to check the numbers. I had to double
with
check the
that
numbers.
being said, y'all
I
hit
can't
the
have you lying out
subscribe
here
button.
looking crazy.
If y'all watching another show and they're off right now again, y'all can cheat with us. We won't tell. Ain't no snitches in the speakeasy. Hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, come kick it with us.
Over when he's not there.
Who sang that?
Kalani. It's actually a great song. It's a really good song. You should listen to it.
Of course he
Wait,
would, yeah.
Kalani crazy.
She
What?
gonna come over when who not there?
I come over. She's singing about a girl saying, "I'll come over when he's not there."
Oh wow.
You should have sang
Yeah.
that boyfriend number 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
Remember
you
that
could've
joint?
done that, yeah.
Boyfriend. Boyfriend number 2.
Pleasure Peace, boyfriend number 2.
Nah, I don't think
she
so.
don't really seem like she know what to do. You don't know
That
that
sounds
joint?
familiar. I don't know. I'd have to
Too
hear it.
young.
I don't know.
Too young.
I know.
Do you know what group Pleasure P was a part of?
I know. Wish I never.
Time out.
No clue.
Pretty Ricky.
Pretty Ricky? Oh no, yeah. Pretty Ricky wasn't getting played. I'm not gonna lie.
Freaky.
They was a
singing
little
Kalani.
tuu freaky for
But
my
he's
young
singing
Christian
Kalani.
household.
You know what though?
Yeah.
You right.
No, don't
You're
let
not
him
gonna
get
get
it.
back?
No.
That was bro. I wasn't even allowed to play shooting games until I was like 13, 14, bro. Like
So how you go from
Your
that
mom
listening to
literally
too much sick-
dispatched officers for
Yeah.
people shooting, but wouldn't let you play a shooting game?
Yeah,
Shame
my
on
mom
you,
was
Mama
protecting
Bear.
me. You know what I mean?
But how you end up eating booty?
He was deprived from it, so he said, "I'm trying everything."
That is, yeah.
He was deprived from it, so I'm trying everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Grew up in this Christian household, mama bear.
Hey man,
And not just
Hey, man.
eating booty, but then getting,
I'm a grown man.
and getting in front of 5,000 people, one of which is your mother, and admitting that you eat booty.
I'm a grown ass man now. That wasn't my childhood. This
That
is
is
my adulthood.
wild, bruh.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
I'm not admitting no shit like that.
Admitting it. I ain't
You're not
doing
admitting it.
I'm different, bruh. Like
You
you
said
said,
you
you
are-
ain't admitting it, so that means you doing it too.
That's
You
what
just
I'm
ain't
saying. He
admitting
doing it too. He just don't want to say
Absolutely,
it.
but I'm not just going.
I'm hella square there because I ain't never eaten
right there
nobody
with you,
ass,
bruh.
bruh. None,
crazy, man.
ever.
Y'all missing out.
Y'all
I
are.
Shit.
promise.
missing out.
I will
Hey,
miss.
hey, I promise you.
Bro,
that
there's
wrong
would
with
be
y'all,
something
bro.
that I miss out on for
my
what?
whole
CJ,
life.
you've been married too long to not have done that. I ain't
Bro,
gonna lie.
I won't even. It won't even
It
cross
ain't
my
nothing
mind.
that you and your wife shouldn't have did under the sun.
Bruh, that ain't one of them.
It's definitely some stuff I don't never want to do. Why you for not?
Okay, maybe
hey,
not too much under the
My
Yeah,
sun.
I'm saying,
mind
come on
won't
now.
let me do nothing like that.
Yeah, I feel it's these young kids, bro. It's these new kids.
Oh,
Young
God.
kids, man.
Now you trying to, oh my gosh. Hey,
I should probably eating booty on the first date. Talking about some. It's these young kids,
It's
man.
the young
Man.
ones.
Bro,
he's a sick dude. That is a sick.
Read the super
Man.
chats. You have a job.
I
Come
do
on,
have a
man.
job that I'm not
Golly.
compensated enough for. Shout out to Speakeasy crew and every single family member. Acho, people love to hate you. Something random. Quote, the low lights spent time out of his life for a 30-minute vid to shit talk to Speakeasy.
Wait,
If
really?
that don't speak volumes, we
amazing.
love the ops. Yeah, somebody sent me the video today
Somebody made a 30-minute video hating on Speakeasy.
on you specifically talking about.
He said, not on us.
Hate
Yeah.
you
Hey,
specifically.
what were they talking about?
So
Who's you?
essentially, the guy gets on and he's like, Acho said this about the channel and how he formed it, but he really didn't. He needs
How
to
many
give
views
credit
did it
to. When the dude sent it to me, I think it was at like 18,000. He's got like 100,000
My thing
subscribers
is,
on his
when does
channel.
Views
Acho
up,
ever
bro.
say he built
Yeah.
the platform from scratch?
He never said that.
He never said
He
that.
never said that.
I
Never.
like being hated.
That's lit.
I
People
don't-
are just
I
mad
don't
at you for
mind
making
it
a good
either.
business decision, and then you
kinda
remember
nice.
there's a lot of people that are never going to be
Yeah,
successful.
I saw like Asante Samuel can't. Yeah, people are weird, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, stocks by Sat06, my frat brother. What is good? He said, "Miss y'all fellas, can't lock in like I want to due to life. What is y'all NBA rankings going into next year? Go Spurs, go!" And shout out to the ice cold brother Trey. Appreciate you, brother. Love y'all fellas.
I got OKC 1. I think if they stay healthy, they're my favorite to win the championship. 2, I'd say I really like the Knicks still. That roster is so nice. Spurs, I think they're gonna have some growing pains coming back and trying to redo
Yeah.
that. I wouldn't have them 3. I would honestly say it's tough. Actually, I might have Philly's gonna be interesting.
Philly is
That's
gonna
gonna be
be
very
interesting.
interesting.
Man, I'm
it's gonna be
going
real
Spurs, OKC, Philly, the Knicks.
Okay.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
those are my top 4 different order.
Yep, I like that as well. Keeping it moving, we got Bradley Matthew 2335 said, "All right, fellas, TJ versus Acho. TJ, your offense has 60 seconds to score. TJ, it's yourself plus 2 all-time wide receivers, a quarterback, and an offensive coach. Acho pick 2 all-time cornerbacks, an all-time safety, and a defensive coach. Who wins?"
Okay, TJ, you going first. You got 2 receivers, quarterback, and an offensive coach. Oh, sorry. You got 2. Yeah.
I'm
receivers.
taking Chad,
Okay.
and I'm taking T.O.
Okay.
Favorites gonna cost.
Homeboy take.
Man,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
all
for
Bengals,
sure.
man.
Homeboy
That's-
take.
Chad
Yeah.
got great quickness. Great quickness.
We know,
Nobody's
we
pressing
know,
him.
we know.
Congratulations.
You still sold yourself short. That's
Quarterback, I'm taking Brady for sure.
Okay.
Coordinator, I'm taking McVay.
That's scary.
Yeah, you're cooked.
I'm
T.O. with McVay and
I'm cooked. I'm taking Revis and I'm putting him on Chad. So
That ain't gonna work.
We're good there.
It worked.
And
The young
then-
Chad. The young Chad.
So
no.
now we picking ages.
Yeah. 26
he did say
year old
all
Chad.
time, so we got to take him at his speed.
26-year-old Chad, not 32.
I'm taking Ed Reed, obviously. T.O. I'm in a bind. It don't matter who I take. I'll take Prime, but T.O. I'm screwed. And then
Not champ.
no, because I need T.O.'s gigantic.
Physical, yeah, you need that physicality
T.O.'s
back there.
he's
with T.O.
gigantic, bro. And then I'm taking Belichick. I'm taking Belichick and his staff.
What Belichick though? Where they could see between the bushes, or the Belichick that can?
Give me the Belichick. Give me the Belichick that held McVay to 3 points in the Super Bowl after having the number one
true.
offense.
That was
Belichick.
that was a wet behind the ears McVay. That would never happen again.
He done chose
Gang!
all the ages.
You said what?
Go ahead,
Oh, Game
man.
Killer 619 said, TJ, what was your reaction to when Juju smacked Keith Rivers and Quick cut one in their achievements? MJ, Scotty, and Grant Dunk. Okay, hold on. MJ and Scotty. I'm not sure what you're trying to say, brother.
Well, when
MJ
Juju
and Scotty. Grant, I don't know. Grant.
Yeah, I
when
don't know.
Juju hit Keith Rivers,
Yeah, let's just talk
I
about
thought
that.
somebody would get him back for real.
Yeah.
I thought somebody would get him back.
Scotty.
That was a day and age where you can kind of do any and everything, and it was cool. But I really thought somebody would get him back, and they didn't. I would have though if I played defense. I would have got his ass for
He
sure.
also means Kareem. At the end.
Yeah. So the second part of this is cut one and their achievements. You got MJ, Scotty, and Horace Grant, Tim Duncan, Manu, and Tony Parker, Magic, Worthy, and Kareem.
Cut one group.
Yeah. And all of their accomplishments.
So it was the Bulls, Lakers. Who was the other one?
You got to cut the Spurs
It's the Spurs, yeah.
because the Spurs are the least sexy. Number one.
Yeah,
know
but
what I
not
mean?
even
Like-
that.
Had no aura.
It was the least.
Yeah.
It was the
It's-
lowest
it's-
stakes.
The personalities of the players on the Spurs.
Yeah.
That's why they would
French,
have to go.
Argentinian, and boring.
Yeah,
Virgin
but even
Islands.
more so than that. Even if they were just as exciting as the other two, they're just.
But I think
Their
what they
legacy
did-
doesn't hold
but
as much weight.
I think
Like-
personality has to play a
Unfortunately.
part of that,
Yeah.
man. That has to
got the
play.
Showtime Lakers,
And
and then
just-
you got
yeah.
the all-time
Jordan.
Bulls.
We got to
like,
keep
yeah.
the show pushing, but the last thing I'm gonna say,
Okay.
Tim Duncan and the way we look at his career, if he
So
actually
unfair.
had aura,
Oh, my gosh.
would have been like
Top
Yeah.
five. Top
he
five. Top
he
five.
be in GOAT conversations again.
Yeah.
Correct.
But like it's just the fact that he's not. He's
Auraless.
boring, and his move is hitting a
just
back
came
shot
to-
off the glass. It's just not.
He just came to hoop. That's
Yeah,
it.
no, I don't know. Look,
All-star rookie year.
we got to keep the show pushing. We got to talk about the Giants. John Harbaugh had his introduction to the team and gave a speech that made me want to run away from a wall. I'll let you guys listen.
Welcome, man. Good to see everybody here. You excited?
Yes, sir. Yeah, very good.
A little nervous?
Nope.
Huh? A little nervous? I'm a little nervous, man. I'm nervous. Excited nervous, you know? Nervous like before a game almost, man. So get this thing kick off. I'm standing up here in front of the New York Giants. The New York Giants. This is a New York Giants sitting in this room. The New York Giants. Wow. It's an honor. It's an honor to stand in front of this room right now. And I know those coaches back there feel the same way, right, coaches? It's an honor, man. We've been working, haven't we? We've been working early, we were late, getting ready for today. Today. Sitting in this chair, this seat, getting to work, getting started, our beginning. Because this is where it all begins, together.
He's in front of the Giants, the New York Giants. Holy shit, man. Should fans be excited about John Harbaugh? You know,
Go ahead, T.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I have no problem with that.
Come on.
Like, it's not.
TJ.
No. Listen. A coach. I don't recall ever sitting in a meeting and a coach gave a speech to the team so great that I was like, oh, I can't fucking wait. At the offset of training camp?
Oh, it's also the train.
Like, this is, they're starting the season. This, like, you got to save those type of speeches for when you need them. It's like a welcome. Like basically this is how I took it. I couldn't be more appreciative to be y'all head coach. I couldn't be more appreciative to be the head coach of the New York Giants because it's a storied franchise. I played for Harbaugh. I like him. He can galvanize a meeting room. He is a leader of men. But I have no problem with that because it's a start of training camp. I don't remember one damn training camp speech from a coach. I don't. The first day. Now, if you're doing some bullshit in practice, you have 2-3 bad practices, they're going to come in there and go crazy. But I don't remember one opening day training camp speech. And I was at a lot of them.
TJ, I'm gonna show you this speech. Same time.
Okay.
This is when Dan Campbell was starting off with the Detroit Lions, a team that had been utter dog crap for years. And this is what he came out and gave a speech for. I'll let you guys listen.
Guys, all you guys that were in here, it's our core foundation, man, grit. And what does it mean? Really, in a nutshell, I think it means this. We'll go a little bit longer, we'll push a little harder, and we'll think a little deeper and a little sharper. Like to me, it means we'll play anywhere. We'll play on grass, we'll play on turf, we'll go to a fucking landfill. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes, I will beat your ass. It means that normally I'm 100%, 85%, man. That's all I need to beat you. I don't care. I will produce and win at 85%. You guys already know you're not gonna be 100% until next March. This is the best you're gonna feel right now. It's the best you're gonna feel. The quicker you accept that, man, the better off we're all gonna be. All right, now, there's a number of teams as it equates to, just bear with me, the ocean, right? There's a number of teams, they just barely get to the water. You got to get in the water to compete. A number of teams, that's all they get to. Then there's a number of teams, they are in the shallows. And they come in a hurry, man, and they are all over your ass. They're all over your ass, and they strike and move. They strike and move, and they're dangerous, man. You just got to get a hold of them, though. If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
That's the speech that I want my head coach to give me when he's taking over.
Listen.
If you have 1 arm and 3 toes, I will beat your ass. I got chills right now. I want to run through a wall for Dan Campbell.
Go ahead and run through that motherfucker.
I want my coach to be like, oh my God.
Be a big hole in the wall.
This is the thing. This is the thing. This is Dan Campbell's first opportunity to be a head coach. This is Dan Campbell's first opportunity to get up in front of a team at his first training camp as a head coach. Dan Campbell rehearsed this shit like he knew he was going to win an Oscar. And he was going to give his Oscar speech.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
This is his first go at it. So he wanted to make sure he made a great first impression. Harbaugh done been down the road.
But Harbaugh didn't understand the assignment, though.
Harbaugh has to do what Campbell did.
No.
New locker room,
I'ma tell
new
you.
squad, young
Ain't
young
one
coach,
shit.
young quarterback, young receiver,
So
young running back.
You don't think in the offseason, when they had mini camp, he did something like that? He did something like that. You can't.
Here's what I think, T.
I played for a coach, Acho, and I'm not going to say his name. I played for a coach. And I'm sitting next to a player that played for that coach before I did.
Yep.
The coach is up here giving a speech and telling stories. He's telling me the story before the coach finishes them.
Yeah.
He's finishing everything. He's telling and I'm like, man, I heard this shit before. Same shit over and over again. So
That's the problem.
Exactly. That's a huge problem. And people love this coach. People say he's one of the, good coach. Won multiple Super Bowls type coach.
Here's my problem, no T. You got to have fire in you every time you speak. Because Harbaugh has been on teams the entirety of his Ravens tenure, I would suggest, that are self-disciplined. You got Ray Lewis, Haloti Ngata, Ed Reed, Chris McAllister.
Terrell. He didn't have C-Mac. No, but
then you got
Suggs.
T-Sizzle.
Yeah.
You got T-Sizzle. You still got Ray Lewis. Did he have the Bart Scotts of the world or no?
No.
So then you move forward. You get the Lamar Jacksons, you get the Madubuikes, you get the Marlon Humphreys. Then you acquire a Roquan Smith that's already grown because the Bears developed him. He's had teams that are self-motivated. Remember, Lamar Jackson was the player that said, remove the TVs and remove the ping pong tables from the locker room. These are self-governed teams Harbaugh's used to. You can give little rinky-dink speeches when you got players, when you got Roquan, hey, bring it in. When you got Ray Lewis, hey, fellas, bring it in. They have Jackson Dart.
I guess you know what it is, Acho.
They got Kim Scatterboo.
I'm not going to lie to you.
Bring it in.
I'm not going to lie to you, man. So at the start of the show, right, I told you that my son had his first tackle football game on Saturday, right?
Yep.
And I'm not a rah-rah guy.
Okay.
I'm not. And people would think it's the complete, like before games, when I played in the NFL, don't come headbutt me.
Yeah.
Don't come headbutt me. I'm not screaming and going crazy. Never once in my career did I do the smelling salt.
Never.
Ever. Never one time. I don't even know what the shit smells like. Swear to God. Never done it. Because when the games start, I'm ready. I don't need that shit. I'm ready to go. I don't need that. So when the games start, that's where all my energy is. Like, I'm talking shit for the game. I'm not wasting no energy.
Where the chills come from then? When
the Jets fly over and they doing the national anthem, that's when you get to kind of look, I'm ready to go. But I was super calm. And then when the game started, everybody be like, the fuck happened to you? That's just how I was. Mm-hmm. So I don't need a coach to get me going. I'm a self-starter. I'm going to get myself going. Mm-hmm. Because all them dudes that use all that energy, soon as second quarter come, they tired.
Yeah.
But I was always calm. And so I brought up this past Saturday, like we got coaches like, and it kind of took me back. I'm like, y'all can do this. I just never played like this. I was always calm. And then when the game start, then I turn into something else. But I never needed a coach to get up and give me a speech. And they should need it, especially you, the Giants. This you playing for keeps.
Yeah.
Don't get your ass on the field and do what you're supposed to do. You out of there.
Then my last question is this, before we move on. Who's the Giants leader? Because you got Abdul Carter you drafted in the first round, was beefing in the offseason.
I'm going to tell you on the defense side of the ball.
Brian Burns?
Brian Burns, no question.
Yeah.
Brian Burns, number one. Brian Burns is a big motherfucker.
Bro, I seen him this offseason.
Not only is he big, he's not only big as hell, he's really good.
Dog.
So, and he's outspoken.
Dog.
So he not quiet. So you got Brian Burns, whether he's the leader of the team or the defense, he the leader. Mm-hmm. Offensively, I don't know who's the leader. It's supposed to be Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart is not quiet. Mm-hmm. Jackson Dart carries himself where people will follow him. And I know I've been knowing Jackson Dart since he was in high school. Mm-hmm. I met Brian Burns is the leader of that team. And if Jackson Dart plays well, he will become
the leader of that team
because of his personality. But right now, I would say 100%, no question, is Brian Burns.
So no issue with the Harbaugh speech?
I don't have an issue with it, but I wasn't a give a speech type of. I wasn't a guy that was going out, getting drunk, and I got to get up for practice in the morning. Nah, I got to do what I wasn't that guy.
Yeah, me and Kieran was never like that either. You know what I mean? We didn't need a coach. We were like very self-started and motivated when it came time to suit
Did you
up.
want that though, Acho? Like you wanted that coach
Right,
to give
Kieran?
you that speech like that?
You didn't play sports in high school, buddy. Anyway, look, we have to keep the show pushing.
Wait, Trey, you ain't play sports in high school?
Not in high school.
Not for the team, no. It's
Stop.
too much
Hey,
politics.
Wait, hold on.
I played.
Mom, was he good at basketball in middle school? Was he?
She said
Okay,
middle.
it was
You
good.
said
Yeah,
middle
middle
school.
school. Okay.
Come on, I was really
That's
like
it.
that.
So you was focused on your academics then.
I was focused on my
He
academics.
does a lot of big words.
A little bit of outside academics. And,
you was
and
like-
I still hooped all the time. I didn't like the school I went to.
What was the word you
Okay.
said yesterday? You said we were talking about Gary.
Dilapidated.
Yeah, dilapidated. Yeah, you
Yeah,
said
I
Gary,
said
Indiana.
I said
Everything's all dilapidated out there.
He
Hey,
just
I didn't say Gary, Indiana. I don't do no Indiana slander. I wasn't
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
my
Gary.
fault. You ain't say that.
I was talking about the outskirts of Dallas, that trash ass city
Right.
off run.
Right.
Dilapidated
Right.
ass city when I flew
Hey,
into
that's why y'all
DFW.
gotta come, hey, that's why
Right.
y'all
Nicest-
come out here. Ain't shit dilapidated out here. We
DFW
good
not
to
down, by the
go.
way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And look, we have to keep the show pushing. 2 NFL analysts got into it online over a take about Mekhi Lemon. I'll let you guys take a listen to what Mina Kimes had to say first.
No, I think Devontae Smith takes more of the A.J. Brown usage in terms of becoming more of a threat on the perimeter. But Mekhi Lemon to me is really important because He fills a lot of the gaps that were pretty noticeable last year in the Eagles offense and have been for a while, specifically quick completions against zone coverage and yards after the catch. Last season, on throws under 10 yards, the Eagles averaged 3.3 yards after the catch per reception. That was 31st of 32 teams. And to me, that's where Lemon comes in, first of all, making himself a very quarterback-friendly target very quickly, and then almost turning into a running back with the football in his hands because of his strength and vision.
Yeah, talking about Mekhi Lemon possibly filling a lot of gaps in this Eagles offense. Seth Joyner took exception to these comments, said gaps, first the O-line was decimated by injury and the OC was in way over his head. AJ was primarily an X receiver and probably the top 50-50 ball receiver in the NFL. Lemon is a pure slot receiver, doesn't mean he couldn't play X or Z, not likely though. His success will depend on how Mannion uses him. Everyone suspects that Lemon will unlock the middle of the field versus zone, and option and crossing routes versus man coverage. Something that the Eagles have shielded away from, but Lemon will in no way replace AJ's production. Total different wide receiver that'll be asked to produce in a totally different way. Interesting back and forth here. Who do you guys lean more towards in this discussion, Mina Kimes or Seth Joyner?
Seth, because Mina got played. That shows social trade played Mina. Because Mina's quote looks terrible on social. He fills a lot of gaps that were pretty noticeable last year. If you just look at the quote, I'm asking myself, what the hell gap does Mekhi Lemon fill?
That A.J. Brown.
Couldn't. What the hell gap does Mekhi Lemon fill? Miss me with that. But then when you realize she's talking about yak. Now remember, timing plus accuracy equals yards after catch. Not just a receiver's breaking tackle ability. Jalen Hurts has to get rid of the ball. He has to throw it accurately and on time. You hit a receiver in stride, that's yak. You hit a receiver back here, there's no yak. So a lot of times the yards after catch principle isn't just on the receiver, it's also on the quarterback. But with that being said, Mekhi Lemon is younger, got fresher legs, is stronger, so he probably is going to be the best after catch receiver on the Eagles roster, assuming the Eagles roster from last year. The two, Hollywood Brown, he can get busy. They got Wicks, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Octavian Wicks.
He can get busy, actually, so he'll probably actually get busier than Mekhi Lemon. But Mekhi Lemon, I do think, will fill a yak gap if Jalen Hurts can get him the ball.
It's more of a system thing than it is a player thing. When you go from last year to this upcoming season, we assume that Sean Mannion is going to run a completely different system than what they ran last year.
Yep.
Now, can Jalen Hurts, one, throw the ball with anticipation and accuracy consistently enough for what Mina Kimes said to come true? If he can do that, then he will fill some of these gaps. But we don't know. We don't know what we assume they're gonna run something similar to what LaFleur and they ran in Green Bay. How is Jalen Hurts gonna adapt to that? But Mekhi Lemon, if he's anywhere near AJ Brown, they knocked it out the park with this pick. And so that's what's unfair, because it's putting so much pressure on Mekhi Lemon to come in and fill these gaps. It's putting so much pressure on Mekhi Lemon to come in and do all these things that people are saying he's going to accomplish with the. That's a lot of pressure to put on him. And Philly don't fill the gaps.
Yeah.
They're going to let your ass know.
Yeah. I actually think I'm taking Mina Kimes' side on this, because I think Seth Joyner actually answered in his response what Mina Kimes was questioning. The gaps that the Eagles had in their offense last year was utilizing the middle of the field. Dallas Goedert was the only dude that got busy over the middle of the field.
But that's not a receiver issue.
No.
That's not a receiver issue.
Well, you would say that that's a gap, though, if you're not able to execute in that area with receivers.
But
no,
Mekhi's not going to fill that gap. Mannion's going to fill that gap.
The play calling.
So the premise in theory is wrong. It's like,
yeah,
you could have Debo in his prime and that gap ain't going to be filled last year because of how the play calling was, and even play design. You know what I mean? Like, remember, all they ran was verts on the outside, crosses in the middle. If you know that's coming, you can't do nothing with it.
So it's more about who's getting the notice, or who's getting notice for filling that gap, rather than it is. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And the fact that they drafted Mekhi Lemon, they're going to have to play to his strengths. But Sean Mannion just came from a team that drafted Matthew Golden the first round. And they didn't play to his strengths.
Yeah.
So what He was in that offense.
Yeah.
He was in those meetings. You drafted Matthew Golden and didn't play to his strengths, but we're going to draft Mekhi Lemon and play to his strengths when we have a receiver on the Eagles that's better than any receiver that was on the Green Bay Packers than Devontae Smith. But we're going to play the Mekhi Lemon strengths, so we're not going to play.
I'll ask y'all this, though, too. Is there any other play caller in the league or any other coach in the league under more pressure heading into this next season than Sean Mannion?
Position coach, no.
Okay.
Like, we can do that. Like, non-head coach, no. If you're including head coaches,
coordinator for sure.
Yeah.
But
not even close when it was from
I'll say this, though. I don't know if things don't work out, he's taking the blame. This shit going straight to Jalen Hurts. It's going straight to Jalen Hurts.
At this point.
Has to at
It's
this
going
point.
straight. It's not going to Sean Mannion. It's going to Jalen Hurts.
The OC that, if struggles, will get fired is the Texans OC, actually.
Yes.
That's actually the one that if you struggle, then.
I can't wait to see how this plays out. 'Cause boy, when I tell you, boy, CJ been out here working.
Yeah.
Done lost weight. Like he a whole different player look wise.
Yeah.
But this shit gonna fall on
Jalen Hurts.
It's gonna fall on Jalen Hurts. It has to.
Jalen got pressure this season, bro. He
And
got pressure
Jalen Hurts playing for a contract.
Yeah, he got pressure like he ain't had in previous seasons. Number
You
one,
really think so?
Woo-wee. We know so, bro.
I
And
watch
it's sad
everyone,
because
it's
Jalen
different.
Hurts is proven and Mannion isn't. But it's gonna fall on Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
But to me, as it should.
Yeah.
Like, Jalen Hurts has never done, he hasn't ever individually stuck his flag in the ground of, I am incredibly talented.
But can we say this, though? When Jalen Hurts has had a competent OC, he takes to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
That's what he's done twice.
Here's what people don't realize. This Eagles offense is just not as good, bro. The offensive line, they hurt. Jeff Stoutland, I know Jeff Stoutland. Like, I know the man. He's not there anymore. Secret weapon. Hopefully Saquon Barkley is still peaking, but we will see. And then A.J. Brown is gone, bro. A.J. Brown is gone. So how can we expect this Eagles offense to thrive?
A.J. Brown is gone, but I'm going to tell you this. They still good at receiver. They're real good. Like, Dontavian Wicks, he underrated. He a big dude. He's quick and he's fast.
But here's what you're not accounting for. Jalen Hurts.
I know. And it's not.
How good is Dontavian Wicks going to look?
When Jalen Hurts had Kellen Moore, he won a Super Bowl. When Jalen Hurts had Colts head coach
Shane Steichen.
Shane Steichen, he going to take you to the Super Bowl. And so he's shown, give me somebody that can dial it up and I can get it done. But can he do it after good year, real good year, so-so year? So-so year,
But,
good year. Can you do that?
I think you're forgetting the main thing. You had A.J. Brown in his prime for both Super Bowls. You now just traded A.J. Brown for Dontavius Wicks or A.J. Brown for Mekhi Lemon. Because Smitty's still there. So, like, you went from prime A.J., not last year A.J., you went from 1,400-yard A.J. to rookie or to number 3 option for the Packers. Like, that's a downgrade. Lane Johnson is older.
No, it 100% is a downgrade from what we know now. They're not going to be A.J. Brown. But can you give me, I don't need 1,400 yards. I need 600 to 800 from Mekhi, 600 to 800 from Dontavian, 300 to 600 from Hollywood Brown.
Can Jalen Hurts spread the ball around that much? Because that's what I'm not sure he can do.
Historically, you have to say no because he hasn't done it.
Correct.
But Sean Mannion comes from an offense that I think they spread it around too much. And so it remains to be seen if Sean Mannion is going to feature a guy or he's going to bring this Green Bay shit in where you get the ball, you get the ball, you get the ball. All right, you ain't getting the ball this week, but you get the ball next week. I don't know if that's going to work.
Yeah. Let's get some super chats, G.
Let's get to it. We're going to kick it off with Chris Moore, who said this one is for Acho and TJ. Which Terrell Owens are you taking? 49ers TO, Cowboys TO, or Eagles?
Eagles TO.
Oh.
I'm taking the Eagles TO before he got hurt. I mean, I could take the Niners TO too, though. Like,
crazy.
Niners TO.
But see, Niners TO was really good, but we hadn't had any of the problems. I mean, fuck, you take any TO, you good.
Facts.
That part.
The
You damn
Cowboys,
near-
he had a great year. Yeah.
You damn near take TO. It's last year.
That part.
Yeah.
T.O. was amazing.
Bro, his Cowboys year, I think it was probably, I don't know. I've seen a lot of great receivers, but he was unstoppable in 2007, bro. It was ridiculous. Yeah. I don't know.
T.O.'s cold.
T.O. just a worker, man. He pretty much worked himself to being
his second most yards in
That's what I'm saying. He had 15 touchdowns and 1,300 yards as a 34-year-old for the Cowboys, and we were 13-3, like favorites to go to the Super Bowl in the NFC. And the Giants got us on
same
that
old
run.
story. Anyway, Victor Moe Jr. is in the building and said, "Much love, fellas. Please, we need more of the Teach 'em Tuesday. Can't get that type of breakdown anywhere else." Now for the fellas in the chat, start, bench, cut, Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, Bad Boys. Which one? Hashtag also pay trade petition coming soon.
To me, Bad Boys my top 5 movie. So Bad Boys start.
Which one? Not the first one. Yeah, not the first one. Bad Boys 2. He didn't say Bad Boys 2 though.
What did he say?
He said Bad Boys.
Oh, dang.
We're gonna elevate that to Bad Boys 2 to make it competitive.
Then it's
starting Bad Boys 2.
Yep.
Benching Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, I'm cutting Die Hard.
And cutting Die Hard.
I'm cutting Die Hard.
Yeah.
I'm cool on a Christmas film. Junito Crespo 72 said, "Aren't y'all tired of LeBron James? And will you agree that he will hurt instead of help the Sixers win a chip?" Well, we got to know if he's going there.
Hell no.
I don't think LeBron can hurt any team.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
Not
always
right now. Not
always
in the era he's playing.
I think people think he's far more of a liability than he actually
They
is.
do.
Bro. He's
Which is crazy.
And it's not
He's
on the
still
court though.
giving
They're saying liability because off the court, he's not a liability.
He's still giving you an efficient 20 to 25 plus if you want it. And he's assisting. He can do everything still.
He can still
he's
do
still
everything. He's just not as defensively sound, but even then he can
watch
still
his playoff
guard
series. He's still doing good.
He can still, he can still lock up when he needs to a little bit. Jabin Lott said, "What's happening with y'all? I hope y'all have a great night. God bless. Say though, what are the 5 best college football teams y'all feel the best about heading into next year?" Indiana University is in that top 5.
No, they're not.
I feel great about
Texas,
Georgia Bulldogs. They're young.
Ohio
They're young and they're going to be
State,
good next year.
Oregon,
Texas, Ohio State. Oregon's coming back with a lot of stuff. After that,
it's a toss-up.
it's not a toss-up. You have to give it to Kurt. You have to give it to Signetti.
Come on now, stop
Like,
playing.
I don't care who it is.
Stop playing.
You have to.
Bro.
Nah.
Quarterback gone.
You had a different quarterback last year. That was the first year for Mendoza, and you still went there.
But Mendoza was a 23-year-old who would play.
Yeah, and they got a 23-year-old again.
Another one?
Yes. Yeah, they got Josh Hoover from TCU. They got another older dude.
I ain't gonna lie. I just can't see Indiana doing it again this year.
Indiana has more 23-year-olds on the roster than anybody else in the country. Again. Okay. They got a safety from Wisconsin in his 7th year.
That's gross.
Think about it. Like, bro, they just get older, talented guys that are played.
We found it.
Indiana's doing what Indiana does,
They're
bro.
gonna lose 3 games.
Fair.
Yeah.
They lose 3 games. Yeah.
Damn.
I hope
That's
so.
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to see that
Mike,
bullshit.
you're a hater. Texas falls flat every year. Mike Drop Tequila said, "Hey, yo, Kieran for sure know about gaps. He be in between them all the time. Hashtag let him eat." We don't need to let him eat. He's going to do that regardless.
Because I was running the football between the gaps.
That's what we're talking about.
Running?
Yeah,
football.
Right.
What type of gap is there between some ass cheeks?
They were talking about
They're together. I'm not eating no non-gapped ass. Never mind. I'm sorry. I was at an AO. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Maybe the gap between like the hole and his ball on the golf course. That's about the only gap.
That sounded
crazy.
Bro, that felt like you should have put golf at the beginning of that sentence. Yeah, that was insane. That was crazy.
I'm not going to listen to somebody that referred to LeBron's junk as
I'm not going to listen to the man with a contract not signed. Do your job.
That's right. Zay FKD215 said, "As an honest Eagles fan, I believe 2 things are true. I think the media underrates him while our fan base overrates him. He's the product of win culture. I don't hate that."
That's an incredible take.
Very true.
Zay, whoever it is.
Yeah, that was very objective.
Facts.
Very unbiased.
I like that. I like that take.
Unito is back in the chat and said, "I'm from Philly, and all year I saw AJ wide open and Jalen not wanting to give him the ball. He sold us out." You feel me? 16 said, "Can we get a pick for every game this schedule before the season starts from each Speakeasy member?" We'll have to do that, like a little, whoever picks the most.
Takes time.
Oh, actually, no, we got to do that. We're going to keep track of the picks throughout this season.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. That's
Let's see who has the best record at the end of the year.
Kendrick Lamar 2023 said, "It's time to say Hurts is the most player of all time. There's at least 15 quarterbacks who would have a three-peat with the Eagles roster the last few years. All Eagles fans are delusional."
I don't know if it's that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, because he played well against the Chiefs the first time.
And he played. He was there.
Yeah, he played.
He was there.
Yeah.
Couple more. We got to keep the show moving. Swoosh 68 said Jalen is top 10 in passing yards, EPA, total touchdowns, passer rating, PFF grade. Pro Bowls, all pros since 2022, minimum 40 starts. There's literally no reason he shouldn't be a top 10 quarterback. None of that is a team statistic. Gabriel said, what's up, Speakeasy? Question to TJ of the current core of Tutu Atwell, Malik Washington, Chris Bell, Terrence Marshall, Jalen Tolbert. Which of these guys has the best chance to be a breakout star for my Dolphins? yeah, that's...
Jalen Tolbert?
You think?
Yeah.
I would have said Tutu, bro.
Nah. Tutu was playing with McVay.
But he was like the number 3.
He got opportunity. Tutu is small as hell.
He is.
Tutu probably like 160 pounds. He tiny. He fast as hell, but
fast.
That's
the only reason I said Tutu.
Maybe Malik. Maybe Malik Washington.
Yeah,
Malik Washington, Joe.
Two more. We got to keep the show moving. Gabriel jumped back in the super chat and said, what's up, Speakeasy? Question to Acho. Assuming Donald comes back and Puka plays without suspension, if Stafford cannot get the Rams a Super Bowl this year, should he retire or should the Rams simply move toward tie?
That's a really good question. He shouldn't retire, but he might. Because if you don't win it with this squad, you might just be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me move on with my life.
It would all depend on how
it
Ty
goes.
Simpson develops during this season.
This year, yeah.
Last one.
Last one before we keep the show moving. Game Killer 619 said, question, fellas, do you think NIL deals balance the competition in college football? Yes.
Absolutely. I love it. Don't change it.
Yeah.
Before we get to this last topic, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, people, please. If we've entertained y'all for the last hour and a half, hit that subscribe button. After that, hit that like button. It pushes us further into the algorithm. More people can watch the show. This is your last moment to get your super chats in if you want to hear from us during today's show. We got one more incredible topic, and then that will be it. So get in your super chats, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, stop what you're doing, whether you're on a workout right now, what if you're driving to work and you're listening to this on replay tomorrow morning, hit the subscribe button, show your online family some love. We're here 5 days a week just for y'all's purposes. Carebear, let's get this last topic.
Look, we have to get to the last topic. There is a ton of free agent wide receivers not signed currently when training camp is right around the corner. I want to know from you guys, out of these free agent names, we have the Tyreek Hills, the Stephon Diggs, the Deebo Samuels, the Curtis Samuels, the DeAndre Hopkinses, the Keenan Allens, and the Brandon Cooks, all still available and not signed to a team. Which one of these guys would you want to sign? TJ, I guess we'll start with you. You're the wide receiver.
I'm going to go. First one going to be Stephon Diggs. Then my second one will be Keenan Allen. My third one going to be Deebo.
What?
My fourth one going to be
Do you not see the first
DeAndre
name on the list?
Hopkins.
You don't see the first name on the list?
He's coming off a major injury. I don't know what I'm getting. Major injury. Major.
Stephon Diggs getting sued by a man for licking his ear. You don't know what you're getting there either.
Yeah, I do. Production.
On the field or off?
Both.
Okay.
So that would be, the last one would be Curtis Samuel, just because he's never really broken out as a receiver.
That's
if
disgusting.
everybody's healthy, obviously I would take Tyreek Hill.
Health or no health, this is disgusting.
No, that's
Tyreek Hill won.
No, absolutely.
Clearly. Tyreek Hill has proven enough, TJ, for you to have faith that he can come back. If
Tyreek Hill was, have you seen any video of Tyreek Hill running full speed since he been hurt?
Do we need to?
Yeah. Because if he, no. If he could, he'd put it out there. If he was all the way ready to go, he'd put it out there. Look, he got a brace on, bro. He got a bulky knee brace on.
Tyreek Hill, 70% production is still better than everybody else on that list. Not 70% health, 70% production. So even if I get Tyreek Hill for 3/4 of the season healthy, that's greater than everybody else on that list.
If Tyreek Hill is healthy, I'm taking him first. I don't know if he's healthy. You don't know. Because even if he loses a step, he's still faster than everybody.
Of course.
He's still quicker than everybody.
That's my point.
But you look at that he's lost some weight.
Yeah.
He's not as muscular. but I don't know if he's healthy. That injury?
What did he do? I thought ACL, no?
Thought it was reconstruction of his whole left knee.
Yeah, he essentially had the equivalent of, if you guys remember the South Carolina running back,
not
Marshawn
Lattimore.
Or Marcus Lattimore, rather. He essentially had the same exact injury that he did. And doctors are essentially saying, we're
like
not sure
nerve
if he's gonna
damage
be,
and stuff,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, we're not sure if your career is going to be the same. He's been rehabbing a lot. So you see him, he's running again. He's getting more explosive. He's jumping out of the pool. He's doing stuff. I just think it's going to be a really, really tough road to recovery to become the same level of explosive. The stop, start, and all that.
You don't need to be, but you have to be close.
Yeah.
You run a 4.31 and you run a 4.28, 4.27, shit all the same.
Yeah.
But I need you to be close to what you were, and I don't know. So I'm taking Diggs. Because on the football field, out of all those names
we saw Diggs
that's on that list,
last year.
Who had the best year last year?
Yeah.
It's what have you done for me lately?
Also,
I'm taking Stephon Diggs.
Diggs was the only one that was the number one wide receiver on his team last year. Because I think Keenan Allen's still capable of getting busy.
Keenan Allen.
That's the only other one. Keenan Allen's the only other one I might take. Because I think Keenan Allen is still capable of
He
going
was
for
my
7 or
second
800.
one.
Capable of going for 7 or 8.
And I don't know. Keenan Allen, he don't want to go to training camp.
Nah.
He want to wait to training camp over.
You weren't here for my Debo Samuel conversation.
I was not. I think Debo is better than what you gave him credit for. I do.
Well, he gave him zero credit.
I'm going to tell you why. Is a lot of it with Debo is he's kind of been his own worst enemy at times by weighing too much. Mm-hmm. If Debo would keep his weight to about 220, he probably wouldn't have as many injuries. But Debo needs to be with a team that's going to utilize him how Shanahan utilized him. Screens, put him in the backfield, option routes, things of that nature. Like, I don't like the narrative like when a guy has a down year as a receiver, like, oh, shit, he can't play no more. Nah, you're just with a coach that didn't utilize him the right way.
Here's whenever we have Debo conversation, I hope people hear what they say because everybody always says the same thing on Twitter or in real life. Debo needs.
But everybody needs.
No,
everybody. They do.
No.
Tell me who don't need.
CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb don't need.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb be on the inside. He be on the outside. He be in the backfield.
You know, I'm glad you brought CeeDee Lamb up, right?
He be a Z.
CeeDee Lamb is low-key probably the most underrated receiver in the league. Because you met CeeDee Lamb?
Yes, but not
CeeDee Lamb is big as fuck.
Yeah, he is.
Like, people think CD is small.
CD really tall, bro. Like,
CD is big as fuck. CD probably 6'3", 210. Mm-hmm. But he played like a little guy.
Yeah.
He has the quickness of a little guy. He play in the slot, so people think CD's big as fuck, and he has the quickness of a small guy. And you kind of take for granted how big he is, so you see the quickness to run it. He's the most underrated receiver in the league because when you say, like, who's the best receiver, he don't get brought up anymore. Mm-mm. His name will never come up. But he's underrated because of his size and his quickness and his run up. Dude, when you see CD, you be like, fuck. Like, he taller than me.
But here is why I push back on the Debo thing is, number one, Debo he's averaged, I think Kieran said, 5 touchdowns a year and 700 yards the last 4 seasons. Not the last season, not the last 2 seasons, the last 4 seasons. He's had 1 elite receiving season. And then beyond that, Debo is he was never a guy that was going to beat a DB one-on-one, especially not on the outside. Tunnel screens, all day. Crossing routes, all day. Now screens, hell yeah. But Debo's not going to run the route tree and mix you up.
Debo is a football player.
Correct.
He's a football player. He's not a guy where, okay, it's 3rd and 8. I need you to get outside, run a comeback. But he's a football player. Like, if Debo was with Andy Reid, he'd be successful. If he was back with Shanahan, he'd be successful. If he was with McVay, he'd be successful. He needs to get with a coach that's creative and is going to utilize him as a football player.
But here's the problem. There comes a point in time where it's like, you know this. Y'all at home don't know this, but we're going to talk about it. offensive play callers, they have their plays that they call. Then they have their specialized plays for certain individuals. But the dilemma with the specialized play is you have to be intentional about when you call it. You can't just live your life calling plays because you have to be intentional about, okay, let me deviate from what I might call to make sure I get this dude a touch. Let me run a stretch to the right because I know that I want to be on the right hash so I can put Debo at left and I can run him a tunnel screen. Like, I have to think so much more to get a guy like Debo involved as opposed to I just want to call my game. Now, I no longer believe that Debo is still worth like 8 to 12 specific plays.
He's worth 6 to 8. You act like Debo can't run routes. He can run routes. You act like he out there
Can he beat press man? And don't lie. I'll wait.
Can he be? I think any receiver can beat press man. If you're in the league, you can beat press man. If you're a starting yes, he can beat press man.
Consistently.
Who's he going against?
Oh, see that.
No.
That needle in that goalpost.
No, because y'all act like everybody is certain. Who he going against?
That's fair.
A top corner, the opposing team's number one corner.
Yeah.
You know beyond the shadow of a doubt that's not true. Because in the playoffs, when the Niners needed to find somebody, they're finding Ayuk. They were finding Kittle. They were finding Juwan Jennings.
Hold up. That's what Ayuk do. That's what he do. I'm finding Ayuk also. You ain't pressing him. He fast and he quick. Debo may win. He gonna win more. So that's what I'm doing.
3rd and 6. Who you trust more? I know the answer. And Niners fans, y'all know the answer. Juwan Jennings or Debo Samuel?
Come on, bro.
Now that.
Come on, bro. Did you really ask me that?
Versus man coverage.
I'm going with
zone.
Debo Samuel.
Juwan's done it. Do you not, do you not remember the playoffs? I think it was against the Packers. I think it was in the Packers. Debo was on the sideline.
Bro, but see, if I'm coaching Debo, and I'm on the team with if I'm playing with Debo, he gonna feel like I'm going with Debo because he's done it. Like
Juwan has done it in the playoffs.
Listen, no disrespect.
Pull up the catch versus the Niners.
I hate to do this. Because
versus
when you start comparing people, you got to put somebody down. When you start,
I gave you a specific situation. By the way, Debo is clearly a better receiver than Juwan Jennings. Do not clip this.
But I'm taking Debo because of what you just said. I'm taking Debo
versus the Lions.
That's one play.
It's one play that led him to the Super Bowl, sir.
It's one play. Let me see. I don't even know what play you're talking about. Let me see this.
Brock Purdy's rolling to his left.
Scroll up, Kieran. Was it that first play?
Brock Purdy's rolling to his left. Juwan Jennings, fingertip joint.
Okay.
That's after Ayuk. It's either versus the Lions or it's versus the Packers. It's impossible to miss. It's impossible to miss. Go Juwan Jennings one-handed. It's impossible to miss. No, it's not even. Juwan Jennings, he'll do that too. Go Juwan Jennings versus Packers playoffs. One-handed. Or, yeah, that'll do it. No, I knew I was right.
That's it.
I knew I was right. Run this, Rome.
Dude.
But I gotta find the whole route.
I need the whole play. It's down, it's distance, it's moment in the game.
No, great catch.
No,
great
it's down,
play.
it's
You mean to tell me you don't think Debo could do that?
No, what I'm saying is it was down and distance and moment in the game. This is a problem when you take a play outside of context. If you can find it, find it. But down, distance, moment in the game. Remember, this whole playoffs was Ayuk and Juwan. Debo versus the Packers, remember he had to go to the sideline because he had a hammy. And then versus the Lions, Ayuk, ball off dude's helmet, catch it, Juwan Jennings on that. That whole playoff push, it was them two.
But Debo wasn't healthy. He not healthy. I'm taking Debo over Juwan Jennings 100.
Of course,
out of 100.
Of course, in general. What I was saying is
that one play, yes.
If this was what it was, it's 3rd and 4. The game is on the line. Ron, can we take this or no? Is that possible to take these or no?
It's a broken play, really.
It's 3rd and 4. The game is on the line. You're down by 17. If you do not convert,
go back.
Blouses.
Like, go back.
I'm just
go
talking
back
about.
Real quick. Hold up. Let me watch
where's
this real
Debo?
quick.
Where's Debo?
Debo
first
not
and
in.
foremost.
He's not in.
Okay, that's convenient. That's convenient. Like, give me this one. Go to versus the Packers. Brandon Ayuk, 3rd and 6 versus Green Bay Packers in the playoffs. Like Brandon Ayuk versus because I'm a nerd, I just be watching ball.
Yeah.
Be watching ball. I be in my free time. I just be watching ball.
It's that private school.
I'll ask you one more time, T. When we find this play, Brennan. But Brennan, Ayuk versus Packers. I don't know if you was gonna if that's gonna work. I'll ask you again. Who do they go to, and why, T? Who do they go to?
Now, this is the thing, though. When you talking Ayuk, it's different. Ayuk's not big. He plays big, and he's quick, and he's fast. So when you have quickness and speed, two different things, you can do the shit that Ayuk does easily. Mm-hmm. He's talented. But JJ and Debo, come on, man. I'm taking Debo 100 out of 100 every situation.
So you think then? Oh, see, Ayuk was this it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I mean, Ayuk is. I
remember the catch. I know what you're talking about.
You can't. At the point in which I've seen Ayuk win, and obviously, you know what it is. I've seen Debo gets busier than all of them.
And Jawan Jennings made plays for the Niners.
That's what I'm saying.
He made plays for the Niners.
Debo's a much better player, but like I've rarely seen Debo go win. You feel me? Like one-on-one, go win. Tunnel screen, Debo goes.
So you think them 1,400 yards was all tunnel screens?
Not all of them.
He was winning. He was winning. If you get 1,400 yards,
2021,
you winning.
What season is this? It's 2021, huh?
When he was All Pro, you winning.
Type Debo Samuel versus Philadelphia Eagles.
You winning.
Don't worry, T, because this should be that season. Here you go.
This is him against Press Man. Well, this is a random video I found, but this is him against Press Man at the bottom of the screen.
Release, not bad.
Not bad.
Catches the rock, first down.
Yeah.
Press man.
He's on a 3rd and 7. Yeah.
Like, come on. So and for him to be his size, he has really good quickness to be 230. Like, Debo, I like Debo though. I like dudes that play tough. I can do a little bit of everything. If Debo played lighter and just 220 pounds, I believe he would have stayed healthier, and you would have seen more out of him at the receiver position.
Now this the Debo that I feel like run this one. I just don't know if this Debo still exists. If he does, oh my gosh!
But look, this is 218, 220 pound Debo.
Yeah. Wait for this. Wait for the one.
This is what I'm talking about, though.
If this Debo still exists,
get your ass off me, linebacker, gone, crib. Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop playing.
This Debo is.
I'm telling you.
I don't think this Debo still exists.
But see, this
is not even my favorite
Acho.
one.
He ain't old. He can still do this.
He doesn't have like a significant injury history or anything like that. It's just I think
get the 220. He can still do this.
Yeah, but he's got people calling him glorified mascots, and that could be weighing on him mentally, which could be like hurting his game some.
Well, I'm telling him, get the 220. Get the 220.
And all that other shit to go. All
Watch. Right. Get the 220.
Yeah. You know what to do, Debo.
Yeah.
Get the two. And I told another one of his little guy that look up to him. Get the 215 because you're gonna put weight on during the season. Get the 215 and watch because Debo is 6'1".
Yeah.
Get the 215. You can do that. You can get the 215.
Yeah.
Football is a movement sport. It's not about your weight and size. It's a movement sport. Everybody big and strong.
Old school. Young Debo is crazy. Let's get some super chats. Get out the show, bro.
Listen, y'all are making it impossible for me to get all of these super chats from yesterday. I'm going to do my best. Tall Up 340, our resident comedian, said, I think Avery Johnson takes that next step this upcoming season, but I'm rooting for Dante Moore. Money Power Respect 773 said, TJ and Acho, who have been some of the fastest corners you've had around. I feel like people underestimate their speed. Ike Taylor is one of the fastest humans I've ever seen in real life.
Ike Taylor is so underrated, bro. And Ike Taylor, boy, you talk.
Yeah, we know. We know what Ike Taylor did to you.
Nah. Boy, you. That's when I had broke bones in my back, though, bro.
Oh, he about to.
Hey, y'all gotta look that up.
Oh, he about to.
Hey, I don't want to be too long. I didn't miss a game. I had 4 broken bones
in your back. That's
I had never heard
cracked
of that
you, bro.
injury, and then like 8 years later, dudes was missing 5-6 weeks with that injury.
Yeah.
I didn't miss a game.
Yeah.
But Ike Taylor could play, man. He was just on the defense with so many great players. He kind of just got overlooked.
Yeah. Gabriel 99572 said, "What's up again, Speakeasy? Please throw tomatoes at Carebear for vomiting at my Dolphins. I get the mockery, but I don't appreciate it."
Yeah, I respect it. Tomatoes.
Yeah, tomatoes. Yeah. Bro, sick. Mike Drop Tequila said, "Debo with Chicago or the Raiders might be nice. What do y'all think?"
Chicago already got too many Debos.
Yeah, Luther Burden, Rome. They got
Luther. They got younger Debos.
They got a bunch of Debos.
You put too much into the last 2 drafts at receiver for them to do that.
Yeah, that's fair.
They got rid of DJ Moore because they want to feature these 2 young guys.
You know the worst part? Debo's going to end up going, unfortunately, to a sorry team. And it's just going to you're going to have to go. Like somebody like the Dolphins, because they offer you. You're going to have to go. And then
You have a bad season, the narrative continues, and he just goes to, yeah, that's tough.
goes.
Tall up 340 again on the heels of the Shannon Sharp convo said Michelle got good soup.
Bro, get this dude out of here, bro.
He's
Hey,
crazy.
good soup,
That's Mama
bro.
shit.
Mama Shell.
Good.
Bro, if our show was around, when
That soup
happened-
warm, huh?
Oh boy, yeah,
That warm soup, huh?
yeah. What he said that Mountain Dew? Boy, yeah.
Zay FKD215 said, "What receiver is picked depends on the system.
Yeah.
I'm taking Debo at number 3 with a great OC. A smart OC can
what I
copy
said.
Kyle's blueprint. The rest are old, injured, or have drama." Top shot has said, "Fellas, rank these TDs beast modes run versus the Saints. Jerome Simpson's front flip or OBJ's catch."
Oh,
Jerome
Side
note-
Simpson's flip got to get cut, unfortunately.
He's
Out of
stuck
those
it.
three,
Damn.
Yeah, the one-hand catch is.
He's stuck.
Iconic.
I don't care that he's
Hey,
You stuck a front
Marshawn
foot
Lynch.
getting tackled.
Marshawn Lynch
that dude had
Breaking
broke
crazy
18 tackles and told him, "Homer dick."
Oh,
Yeah.
Bruh,
Come on,
like,
bro.
he was.
You're more
old.
like-
In the playoffs too.
You're more likely to see somebody break 10 tackles, 11 tackles, and stick a front flip in
Name me.
pads.
Hold on. Name me
In the
one.
game.
Hold on. Name me one run since then that any running back in the NFL has had. It's one time.
No,
it was
I
Marshawn
don't-
Lynch again against the Cardinals.
I would go Derrick Henry against the Steelers. Remember when he ran on the left side versus the
But
Steelers?
he stiff armed one dude, but he didn't break that many tackles. Did you, bro? Are we forgetting what Marshawn Lynch did in that run?
That was actually.
one
Bro,
was
hold on. I gotta pull that shit up.
Yeah, pull that up.
Go
I'm
ahead,
gonna keep
read
reading.
the next one.
Zay FKD215 also said, "When we're talking pure route running, JJ is better than Debo. Debo is just better with the ball in hand, and it's not close. Go watch film. He's sometimes a lazy route runner. Acho is 100% right."
No, route running. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. This is
You
what I
sleep on
do.
Juwan Jennings, though.
No, I'm
You
not.
are.
No, I'm not. I don't even want. I'm gonna leave it alone because
We'll do it
I
off camera.
don't want to make it like I'm getting on Juwan Jennings. He a good player.
We have the video right now. I just wanted to let y'all know from the very start of this to when he crosses the goal line is 17 seconds. That's how many tackles he broke. Watch this shit. This is one of the greatest plays in football history. When the aliens come
One
and they
tackle,
ask us what the sport of
2,
football is,
3,
we're gonna
4,
show them this shit.
5, 6.
Get off me, Tracy Porter. I don't care that you
7.
won a Super Bowl. Come on now.
8.
8. Go
Broke 8
inside. What's
tackles.
6? 9.
Give him 9.
Homer, come on, bro.
Hey,
that
that's-
is such a
To
crazy
take the
run.
lead with
That's
3 minutes
skinny
left, too.
Marshawn.
In a
too.
playoff game.
Yeah.
In a playoff game.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
Or
To
extend the
eliminate
lead,
a team that
extend the
won a
lead, extend the
championship
lead.
2
My
years
bad.
before.
Yeah.
Come
That's
on, bro.
nuts. That's
Not even
disgusting.
close.
That is crazy. Okay, a couple super chats from yesterday. We got to run these down quick. Mig led me 7868 said, World Cup is over, but soccer season is barely starting. But you think Lamine Yamal can surpass the GOATs, barring injury, but already has quite the resume and more
That's
he will
the
achieve.
I'll go real
Check
quick.
his club play.
In stats, he cannot. In achievements, he can.
Yeah.
So in stats, he's never going to catch Messi or Ronaldo or any of them. In trophies, he absolutely could. He's on the greatest track I've ever seen anybody ever. At 19 years old, he has a World Cup and the Euros and
said.
multiple La Ligas.
That's fair. Zay FKD, listen, been prolific in the super chat. Said Acho is literally the definition of black excellence. To hate on him is
Okay.
beyond insane. F them ninjas.
Cheers,
Top
Mina.
shotter said,
Just
"What's
say the
up,
word."
fellas?" No, he put the ninja emoji.
okay.
I don't got no problem saying it. Top shotter said, "What's up, fellas? If you had to cut one at their absolute peak, their best MVP season, you got Steph, MJ,
Oh, one of the
Kobe,
answers.
Bron, or Shaq."
I'm cutting Kobe every single time. Every single time. I'm sorry. Shaq, completely unstoppable. Bron, completely unstoppable. MJ, completely unstoppable. Steph, completely unstoppable.
No.
Kobe
Over who?
is the least efficient
Kobe's not
That's
good.
bro,
MVP out of them all.
They're all anomalies. What you see out of Kobe is 25, 26 shots in a game.
He is the
he was
least
doing over the
efficient
entire. I'm sorry.
of
Steph
them
had
all.
a 50, 40, 90 and hit 400 threes in an MVP season.
Yeah.
And it had a 73 win team.
But
Shaq
they-
Hey,
most-
didn't Kobe
like-
average like 35 in the season?
No, he
Not that much.
That wasn't his MVP year though. His
But
MVP
he's
year is
strictly
27.
going MVP.
Strictly
season.
MVP
Yeah.
season, best MVP season. Yeah.
Kobe
I
didn't
can't
win
answer
anything in
that.
that
Gotta
one
get
either.
cut,
They lost in
unfortunately.
the finals to the Celtics.
Big Dog JG said, question for Acho. I used to love when you reviewed defense back in the day. Using your mind, how good could the America's team defense really perform? New coaching staff, veteran player, and new dogs.
Talking about Cowboys? Talking about Cowboys?
Yeah.
Oh. By week first, I think 5-6 weeks of the season, it'll be a struggle. Man, by week 7, once they finally get used to that 3-4, I think they'll finish like a top 12 defensive football, which should be good enough. Which should be good enough.
Top 12 is a fuck.
That should
I
be
hope
like
so.
that's, to me, it's just the top half of the league and a little bit better.
That means we're in elite conversations. That means we win the division.
I think we win 10, 11 games.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like the Cowboys should win 10, 11. I hope.
We'll see.
Fellas, who is on y'all Mount Rushmore for best handles in NBA
Good
history?
question.
I'm gonna go. I'll
Feel a
start
great
off.
crossover?
He's nice. I don't know if he cracks the top 4 though. I'm gonna go AI. I'm gonna go Tim Hardaway.
Handles?
I'm gonna go Kyrie,
Homeboy tape.
and then I'm a sleeper pick. I'm gonna go Kenny Anderson.
I can just think of 2 guys offhand.
I think Kai, for me, clears
Yeah.
all of
He clears everybody, yes.
Yeah,
But,
Kyrie
top
was
4,
gonna
yeah.
be on everybody's.
Yeah, he has
I
to
got one that y'all would never name.
be. Who?
Rod Strickland.
Rod Strickland, he's in
Y'all
my...
would never
nice.
name him.
That's
was
who
nice.
Kyrie learned his
That's a
handles
good
from,
pool.
though. So I'd say Kyrie, Rod Strickland, Jamal Crawford, and give me Steph. I think Steph is completely underrated whenever it comes to his handles. He's efficient handler, though, of the basketball, too. Had
I can see
Chris
that.
Paul doing
that.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
nasty. Yeah.
I like that. I'm with it.
Kyrie over 8? I don't know. JBX1310 said, guys, you bet your life savings on this clutch moment that happened again. Who are you trusting? Jordan hit the game winner in Utah. Adam Vinatieri Super Bowl kick versus the Rams, or Yamamoto last pitch in the World Series. Quick out to first.
Not
Life
baseball.
saving. You don't think?
No, not baseball. But baseball, way too
Too
many
many
variables. Too many
Yeah,
variables.
I agree.
Adam Vinatieri in the clutch in
I'm
the
going
playoffs is
Michael Jordan.
is
Sniper.
I'm going Michael Jordan.
against the Jazz, bro. Some people are just anointed by God. Tom Brady, Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
Lionel
But
Messi.
Vinatieri
it's
wasn't
just-
going to miss.
He was.
Vinatieri was not gonna miss. He was the
Was
most
not.
I'm
sure.
going Michael
Like,
Jordan.
but
MJ wasn't gonna miss either, though.
Jordan could have missed, though.
Jordan missed
Yeah,
a
Jordan
lot.
he missed a lot.
A lot
Yeah,
in
and
the
Vinatieri
clutch.
can miss too.
Not like Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan actually missed it. He did miss
missed
a
a
lot.
lot.
in the
Yeah, his
clutch,
clutch stats ain't what the Orioles hyped him up to be. The OMGO said Philly media and fans would be finals or bust if Bron joins. It would be a fun run. Minister. This is for you, Acho. You're known as the minister in the chat. That Shaq take is practically slander. I'm a Kobe kid for life. Bron's legacy will be that he won everywhere. Top
Yeah,
shot
yeah,
at
championship with
3
everything.
more, and then we gotta go. You gotta choose based on right now. Kieran, start bench cut. Eating meat, pause. Female intimacy of any kind. And your job on the Speakeasy.
Right now,
Shit.
eating meat.
Me never being able to
That's
eat
easy.
He's a
any meat.
pescatarian, bro.
Fuck, I'm eating meat. That
gotta
guy, that's
pause.
cut.
That's
that
cut,
shit
yeah.
gone.
Oh, nah, I'm not
What?
gonna lie. The job might have to go.
Wow. And you pay that man what you pay him.
Yeah, the job might have to go.
See, he talking like that because he's
I'm starting the intimacy. I'm benching
Yep.
the meat.
He
Yeah.
just said, fuck the Speakeasy right in front of you.
If I could never in my life, if it's I have to lose it for the rest of my life.
Yep.
If that's what it is. If it's lose it for however long, you know what I
Yep.
mean, the Speakeasy
can't eat
exists.
fish.
Like, I'm-
You
This is
good with your hustle
yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, be a Paul.
fish is meat.
You should be a
That's
Paul.
sea meat, brother.
Does fish count?
That's sea meat.
Fish is meat.
Yeah, that's sea
Oh,
meat. Yeah,
cut Speakeasy,
That's what
my
I'm saying.
dog.
I cut,
Oh,
bro.
you
You're not
can't-
going vegan or vegetarian.
I'm not going vegan or
I'm with you
vegetarian.
then
Have you
on
seen
that
the
one.
size
Yeah,
of me? I'm
I'm
from
with
Texas,
you.
bro. I'm not giving up meat.
Yeah.
God, I
do
thought
that.
you could
Fish
eat
count
you
as
some
meat?
branzino or some salmon.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Does fish count
not.
as meat?
Yes, it does.
No.
But y'all are also both.
And I love the show, but I'm
See,
not
and
giving
this
up.
is
I'm
why-
not
I'm
giving
with
up.
you.
This
my
is why
woman,
you got
the most
enough.
relatable
Come on,
least
money, come
debatable
on.
right here. Most relatable
Wait,
least
Rome,
debatable
does fish
because
count as meat?
Yes, it's
it
meat.
does?
because you two are
I thought it's
sick.
fish.
I
No,
sat
it's a
up here
living,
last
breathing
week. I'm just
animal
gonna
that you
talk. They don't
slice,
have
bro.
to listen.
When you slice it into a
I
tuna,
sat
you
up
bleed
here
it, and then it's
last
meat
week
inside. You're
and got
eating the
called
meat
a
of the animal.
light-skinned heathen.
It's like you could
And
say
I
it's
was
not fish.
ridiculed
It's pescatarian
for my
diet, but
lack
it's still
of church
meat.
going.
It's sea meat,
But
bro.
these two devout Christians won't give up female intimacy. and I've been in the good book. I've been
Instead
in the
of
good
any
book.
kind, it could be
Hey,
a
you
hug.
ain't
Did you
giving
get
that
to
up.
the? Did
You
you get
ain't
to the?
giving that up.
But if you giving up,
You just had a baby.
I'm married. I'm married, TJ.
Yeah, you're not giving up. You're not giving up intimacy with your wife to keep this job.
He's saying we should.
There's no religious backing that instructs me to do that because I'm married.
They didn't say sex. They said intimacy.
But if you
A
can't,
hug.
I can't be touched or hugged by a woman.
Can't hug.
if you can't hug, you
Female
also
intimacy. Hold on,
cannot.
hold on. Female intimacy is
'cause he's a
widespread.
pervert.
Even
It's
no,
because he's a
it's you're a
pervert.
pervert.
That's
I
all
want to
it
be
is,
able to
since
hug
you're
my
a
fucking
pervert.
mom.
Well, speaking of perverts,
But
outside
now don't move that now. Don't move that because your mom in the studio.
You tell me I can't give my mom a hug for the rest of my life?
Top Shot is into his super chat gave
Gross.
me a start bench cut and said, Trey, a new contract, wearing hats, or the hug.
Oh my God.
That's
a
great.
good
Hey,
one.
he can't let go of the hug.
That's
bro.
a
I'm
good
not
Let
gonna
go of the hug.
Social goon.
The hub's gone.
Shut up.
Right.
The hub's gone.
Sure.
The
You're
hub's
such
been
a
gone.
liar.
Sure.
You
it
were
is.
I retired
such-
the hub in college.
You were such
Right.
a liar. Your mom's here. I'm gonna be respectful. You're a liar.
You don't have to
You're
be.
lying, bro.
She's with the disrespect.
You're a liar.
But the hub has been gone since college. Okay. All right. Last two super chats, and then I and my mother have to get home. Pillsbury
quickly.
Doe Bear said Saquon is hella tough, but Shady's not here anymore. What
Yeah.
percent of snaps should Bigsby get this season? Sorry, brother.
What do y'all think?
You
Just
missed
quick.
your window. Mike Drop Tequila
12%.
rounding us out said Kieran Chin.
Chin a double.
Chin a double. Chin a
his-
double.
that's
That's,
his middle
funny. I'm not
name.
gonna lie. That's funny. That's a really
That's
funny one.
crazy. Kieran China double. Need to do at least 10 push-ups on camera, fam. Ain't no way. He can't. He literally cannot do it.
Okay, sure. Anyway, you can't sign a contract, brother. Look, we had a great show tonight. Tomorrow, last show of the week, we're going to be going live at 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 p.m. Central, 8:15 p.m. Pacific time here in the Speakeasy. TJ, do we respect Mountain Time?
Unless. No, we
Unless-
don't respect
yeah,
it.
yeah,
now.
no,
unless we got a
Trey,
little cute
you know
one
what
in
I
here.
mean?
She
Yeah.
ain't here, so
Yeah.
no.
Mayla's not in the building,
from
so.
Central Time. So.
Yeah, no. So look, we're not respecting Mountain Time. We will be back tomorrow night for Kieran Hickey Simple, TJ Hushmanzada, Emmanuel Acho, Social Trey, and everyone in the bank. Make some noise in the bank. We'll see you guys next time, right back here in the Speakeasy. Is that pretty, Ricky?
Oh yeah!